Hello, internets! I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are joining me again for some more, just drawing comics and randomly chatting. So, I was actually sketching here, and I might keep trying to finish this up. I got a character I gotta put in here, and also I'll turn the letters off for you guys so you don't, feel upset about that. Also, there's not really much on this page. I already have, like 5 of them ready to go that we're gonna ink today. There's no way I'm gonna get that many done regardless, so, I'm just going to quickly, like, throw this in of, like, where someone's head's gotta be, and I'm just gonna move us back to another page, because, honestly, I don't want to stick here that long. That doesn't even look right, but I'm gonna mess with it later. So, I'm probably gonna be doing this page first. Anyway, I got a lot of inks and stuff to do. Also, we're gonna be listening to, let's see, Super Mario World, specifically Advance 2, which was the GBA port. I don't know if they remade anything. I don't think they did, but I do know that there is new music in it, so we will get to hear that. I'm gonna turn off my sketch layer finally, and anywho's, I'm gonna get started. Basically just inking away at this. Welcome to hold on, I'm dyslexic. I can totally say this. Bananyan 23. Bananyan. Is that right? Bananyan? Trying my best here. I was gonna do Monster Hunter, like, an actual game today, but I really want to get this book done. Or at least this chapter. So, anyway. But I did it! Okay, cool. So, I don't think I remember, chatting with you before. Now you got, like, full chance to, like, just talk to me and ask me anything, because that's all I'm doing this for, is because I would be drawing this anyway. We might want to turn this up louder. I don't know if you can hear the music at all. Might be better there. But anyway, yeah, I'm literally just drawing today. I need to get this done. So, you guys have the opportunity to just, like, ask me anything you want, because I'm just here. Morning from Sydney. I can't sleep. It's 3:31 in the morning. Ugh. Yeah, on Pogo's Community Day. That's, technically tomorrow for me. And I was thinking about, doing some, sort of, like, Monster Hunter streaming or something tomorrow, and at the same time, I'm like, but Pokemon Go's tomorrow. And at the same time, you know, you guys have also asked me to try and live stream some Pokemon Go, and honestly, I'm not really sure how I could do that. So, I just thought it's probably not for the best, because I'm gonna destroy my phone's battery. I don't have a great phone. It's pretty good, but it's not that great. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do any streaming tomorrow, if at all. So sorry about that. I'm trying. What is this book about? You know, it's like everyone's first question, and you would think I would have like a straight answer for that, but I feel like I'm kind of lying if I I'm either lying or spoiling the book based on what I tell you, so it's probably best that I just not. Man, because even, like, my editors were mad when I gave them, like, a genre of what I would expect this to be classified as, and they were like, no, that wasn't even right. I'm like, jeez, whatever. How's Coconut's Shiny Nidoqueen going? Coconut, I haven't even gotten to play Q-Charm in a while, though Coconut, I believe, is actually one of the most trustworthy, tanky ones on the team. Slosh, Strika, welcome. And Cameron, hey, how's the novel coming along? It's doing pretty good. I gotta say, I've noticed that I'm able to go a lot farther without, like, getting bored or tired or anything when I get to stream this with you guys. Let me see what this is actually gonna become below. Okay, so that's actually gonna be a fish. So, this is instead gonna be like a busted, what are those? Those, engine parts, like a busted airplane, even though it's not actually an airplane. These inks are gonna look really strange. Kim gets really mad if my inks are too detailed and she can't get inside and like color them in, because Kim, if you guys remember me telling you, Kim's actually gonna be coloring this. She started coloring several parts of it already. It looks really good, but still, you know, it takes a while. She also works like full-time. Probably been asked this a lot. Have you watched the trailer for Star Wars? No. Because honestly, let me see. I don't even think I've watched the past 2 Disney Star Wars movies. And I'm like, I saw the first one that they put out, and no, actually, I saw, what's the one that's supposed to be the totally unnecessary prequel to the first Star Wars film? I watched that one, and because it was on Netflix or something, I was just like, what? Oh, yours is on level 52. Let's go, Eevee. 90% IVs. Yikes. That is really good. Kind of drawing tablet to use. I'm forced to use a mouse pad. Using a mouse pad, you're not able to do lines like this, which I really should be doing more of, honestly, where you can change the pressure, but this is a Wacom tablet. It's kind of old now, but I think it's one of the pro ones. I haven't really gotten to use it that much other than now of all times. Use a mouse for coloring and drawing. Kim actually does use a mouse when she's doing flats. It's easier for her to click around. Once I started using a drawing tablet, I could not go off of it, so it just doesn't work for me. Like, I've got to draw it like this. Now, I wonder if I should actually put smoke and bubbles into this cracked segment here. Yeah, she's only missing the special defense stat. Good lord, how are people getting shinies that are like so strong anymore? It's almost like that there's something wrong here. Like, they shouldn't have been this good. I don't know, it always made me think that it was crazy. Rogue One, best Star Wars movie? Oh, seriously? I didn't like it at all. I don't know, it was like the most unnecessary thing. I don't know. Almost everything that's come out of the new Disney stuff, which I don't want to be that guy. I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan or anything, but it's fan fiction, you know? It's like a super rich person comes in and basically just buys the rights to this beloved franchise for a lot of people and starts making films and calls them canon. And how can you do that? You know, it's fan fiction. So I was like, all right, Disney's making fanfic films. I didn't care for Rogue One, just another money-raking prequel. Yes, and it didn't mean anything. That was the biggest thing that was like, wow, it was so pointless. But even still, even if it had like a significant point, the film itself has so many like structural flaws to it that was just driving me crazy. But still, whatever. There's actually like flaps and stuff that would like go bad on this too. I'm not trying to get too detailed because this is still gonna be like blurred out. Welcome to hell. Excuse me? Oh, the music? So my girlfriend's playing Pokemon Omega Ruby for the first time. She steps into tall grass, uses sweet scent. 10 seconds later, hears sparkles and see a shiny Roselia. Like, what? It's always the people who like absolutely aren't trying. If they're not trying, they're gonna find it. You know, I've noticed that. If the people are trying really hard, it's gonna take you forever. Let me try and get like some sort of bubble stream going here. There. So there'd be some sort of busted parts down here. My life. Oh, your life is the hell. Oh, this is already Bowser's Castle. Why are we listening to this already? I didn't think this soundtrack would be that short, but I can basically play whatever game music you guys are going to want to listen to when we start, you know, switching it up. So right now I'm basically drawing, trying to draw a wrecked plane at the bottom of the ocean. This is trying to even get the right shapes of these things. Like, there's no reference photos, so trying to get like the interior segments, and plus this is kind of a small panel anyway, I'm not really that concerned. People and fish are coming up after this again, so I feel a little bit better about getting to go back and draw more people and fish, stuff that I know how to draw. I really should dig my Pokemon game out while watching this. A lot of people will go into shiny hunts and stuff when I'm basically just here to be here. Oh, this is special. I remember I played so much of Special. These were like the hardest levels of the game. I think, yeah, they took me the absolute longest as a kid to try and finish. Oh my goodness, this was so hard. Has anyone played these? Super Mario World special levels, because there's Star World, and then there's like, I think if you complete Star World, and then there's a secret exit in the bottom one that takes you into the center star, which takes you into special. Oh, gosh, it's like, it is so difficult. They're so difficult. I don't know. Granted, it was difficult for me when I was, gosh, how old was I? Very young. Young enough to complain about it, I guess. And now I'm like, oh, sheesh, I don't know how bad it really was. But I can only assume it was bad. I thought it was really good with that game, too. No, we are playing it a bit with some MMZR. I loved the level names, yes. Gnarly, tubular, outrageous. Except when you played them so many times, you like just kept dying and dying. Eventually, you just got frustrated. You're like, oh my god, I can't beat gnarly. I can't beat tubular, or whatever they are. Remember Dreamland? Like Mario, or are you talking Kirby? I've played the original Kirby's Dream Land, and then Kirby Returned to Dreamland. But you're probably not talking about Kirby. Unless you are talking about Kirby, in which case, yes. Remembers the Dreamland. I've noticed for destroyed stuff and rubble, just squiggly lines. Squiggly lines helps a lot. I gotta go faster, too. Because, I really don't want to stick on this too long. Kim gets mad if the details are a little too much, but still. Oh yeah, the music changed when you beat it. You had to stick around long enough, I think. Very cool. This is actually the only time you hear the original theme in Super Mario World. Answer help, I'm stuck in a banana. Stuck in a banana. I gotta say, that's a first. I've not heard that one before. But I'm not sure how to assist you in that. I'm gonna erase a little bit of this to get like a bubble stream coming out of here. Kirby's Dream Land is a nightmare if you play on extra mode and use the extra menu to set your max HP to 1 and continues to 0. I didn't even know that was possible. I never thought of doing something so awful to myself. Really don't know why I tried it. Didn't even beat stage 1. Yeah, why would you do that? You're just dead instantly if anything ever touches you. Thing is, in Kirby, you've gotta like get closer to things too to like attack them properly. Especially if you can't really get like an ability going. That's what really is tough in Kirby. It's all like trying to balance what abilities and stuff you're able to get your hands on. God, I can't even really identify what I scribbled in here. This looks like kind of like the top, but if it was shredded, which really wouldn't happen once it was blown apart. This is a very detailed remix they did in this, and I like never heard it. It'd have been so cool if this was in a level. Kirby, but Dark Souls. Never had a jump and run kick my butt so hard. Play Rayman. Rayman is awesome for that. It's like one of those games that's like stupid hard, but it's so fun. I don't know. I played all of Rayman Origins by myself. I know you can do it with other people, but I just thought it was so much fun to just get annihilated by myself and like scream at the TV while I'm trying to get those like treasure chests, and oh my gosh, they're just like crazy. Anyone here play Doom? I've tried playing Doom and I just can't do it. And it's not like a like I don't feel like I'm good enough kind of thing. I get really motion sick very quickly. So the more I start playing something like Doom, it's like first person fast paced. Those two things just don't mix for me, and I get super sick, like really sick. I just gotta keep my head away from it. Is this another one? Oh, is this like when you beat it? Special mode? Or like there was another thing too. Oh no. I don't remember when they play this in World. This is like the celebration thing when you win, maybe? Right now I'm into Final Fantasy Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. It's likable. I haven't played it, though I know that is the game for Kim right there. She's like a Chocobo nut. She doesn't even like play modern Final Fantasy games, so it's just weird. Ooh, idea hamster, add glass jars to the seafloor the way the windows appear broken. I was actually trying to, yeah, throw some random chunks of stuff down here, but granted, this is a small panel. And in the next one, the image is gonna be changed. You can kind of see, you know, like a shape of coral. It's not really happening. So I don't want to get like so detailed where I add stuff that I can't like figure out how to make down there. They have a Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Yes, I don't understand it, but there's Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. So, I'm sure it'd be something that Kim would be into. Like I mentioned, she's the Final Fantasy one in the house. That ain't me. I mean, I don't really have, like, that much against Final Fantasy. It's just, like, I don't know, certain kinds of, RPGs just never really work with me. It's the turn-based stuff, honestly, that I'm not a big fan of. And I gotta say, the modern Final Fantasy I would probably like more, but it's, like, I don't know, how they're dealing with their characters and stuff. It's, like, clearly, let's just say, geared toward women now, I think? I think they just realized their majority of their audience, and they just kind of stuck with that, so it's honestly kind of strange. But I played a ton of Crystal Chronicles. I played 7, half of 7. Used to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but Chocobo Mystery Dungeon plays slightly different, so I had to get adjusted. Right, it's not like the same game, so Final Fantasy X is one of my favorites, if not the favorite. She's played 10 and she loves 10. Here we go. This sounds different. Oh, this is riding Yoshi. Yeah, this is when you ride Yoshi. Odd that they played 2 versions in here. What is this? I'm not even sure what this is. Just destroyed rubble. Maybe like a giant rock back there? I don't freaking know. I don't know, but Kim's gonna figure it out. She's the colorist. She's gonna draw whatever that is. Not into turn-based RPGs. Plays Pokemon. Seems good to me. I honestly, that's my least favorite thing about Pokemon is the turn-based RPG half of it. Because Pokemon needed to be like that because it started on the Game Boy, which was like, talk about limited hardware. Now, there's no excuse for that anymore. Like, everyone who's done turn-based RPGs has basically changed into some other form of combat to suit the new engines, except Game Freak, because Game Freak's just lazy. And honestly, kind of fallen out of Pokemon because of how much Game Freak is driving me crazy. Like how they don't seem to want to make good games anymore. But, oh well. Effort is hard. Effort is hard. I have a t-shirt with the logo of Final Fantasy X, but instead of Final Fantasy X, it's Titus's head, and he says, ah ha ha ha. Insert that clip of Titus, derpily laughing. I wonder what the heck I was supposed to be drawing here. Is this like a segment of this being busted? Maybe. I don't even know. Pretty sure this was supposed to be like... Oh, it's like a PAL thing or something. All I knew is when... Hold on. Oh, they didn't play it. There's actually a part of it where you know you're about to end, and it's like, I don't know, some magic sounding thing, and you're like, oh god, it's over, it's over, it's over, I gotta move! Gotta move! Excellent game. I played too much of this game. It was probably my favorite game on the, Game Boy Advance that I could play. Alright, I'm probably gonna leave it alone from here on and just throw the bubbles in and move on to the next panel. So Pokemon had a fighting mechanic similar to Pokken. No, not Pokken. I'm on it. Okay. Here. Well, Pokken's closer. Here. I'm not a fan of Tekken. But when you're making me choose, do I want to play a Pokemon game like that, or would I rather the Pokemon game perform the way it does? Yeah, absolutely, I'll take the Tekken version. but I'm not a fan of Tekken personally. I think it could be done a lot better, but still. Honestly, I think with Pokemon, it would work better for something kind of like Monster Hunter, where you've got like, you control one, you might even go with like a team, or like have some sort of multiplayer open world aspect. You go around, you know, finding, weakening, capturing Pokemon, either with groups or bobs violently to the music. I feel like there's so many ways that they could solve this and make it really fun, but at the same time, I don't think that's what they're going for anymore. Pokemon's making stuff just because they can easily reformulate the same stuff, and it's gonna sell, so that's all that matters. People are like, already like, oh my gosh, which starter do you like the most in Sword and Shield? And I'm like, they all kind of look like old Pokemon, and I'm not really impressed with them. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get excited about anything until I know what the rest of the region is, and like, I don't really know any information about the game. It seems kind of unfair to do that, you know? Is this Athletic? I think this is, yeah, this is Athletic. This one, they got remade in, Smash Brothers Melee when they made, a Mario World stage, and then confusingly gave the stage to Yoshi. Like, I don't know if they called it, like, it's like Yoshi something. It's a Yoshi stage, even though it's a Mario stage. I mean, it's Yoshi's first game, right? Did Yoshi show up in, Yoshi showed up in Mario World before Yoshi. No, Yoshi Cookie is on, NES, isn't it? First time he's in a Mario game, or like a platforming game, it was Super Mario World. Welcome Keith and everybody else who's new, guys. We are just casually drawing and chatting. I'm working on my graphic novel today. Just kind of throwing bubbles in here so this doesn't look terrible. This next one, I'm gonna have characters in it. It's another one of these panels where I have to draw, like, Kim gets really mad when I do stuff like that, too, where I don't finish the, lines on the bubbles. She'll get over it. Don't tell her I did that. You know, just cleaned him up a little bit. But yeah, we're just drawing, in my graphic novel today. I've got a lot of work I want to get done in it, and, fortunately, I'm already on page 15 here, just in inking. Sketch-wise, I've got, I'm working on 20. Up to 19 is done. I've also done one in the future. It comes up in chapter 2, because I think the publisher would want to see it. If you guys were here for the one where I did with the, flower tornadoes, that's actually in chapter 2. Flower tornadoes! What's your favorite evil Pokemon team? Let me see. You know, I always liked the dynamic between Team Aqua and Team Magma, because never before had the teams, and I would still argue not really since, though, even though they're nonsensical. They're always nonsensical, though. Like, even Team Galactic. If you just stop and think about it for like 2 seconds, you're like, oh, their plan doesn't make any sense at all. And neither does Team Aqua and Magma's. But the thing is, it was the first time they had like a dynamic, and they tried to make like a team where, because Gen 2 reused the same team. It was Team Rocket again. It was like super weird where they had this dynamic where they both were like out to stop each other, and based on which game you played, you had a different team and you were working kind of with the other one. So it was really weird. I thought that was a really smart idea, which of course is probably why I like it. It's in an older generation, and Game Freak hasn't really done anything since then. But, you like Galactic and Flare for their bosses. Yeah, I mean, they started designing their admins with, like, more energy, if that's what you mean. Which, if you're into that kind of thing, sure. As far as I'm concerned, like, playing the game, the admin's just kind of there and then they're gone right away, so they don't ever really mean much. Team Skull's too goofy to be evil. Yeah, Team Skull's way too goofy. Team Flare's too goofy too. If you're honestly, like, looking at it like that. I think Team Galactic was honestly, like, the most outlandish. Your plan makes no sense. Unless you're playing X. If you're playing Y, it's fine. If you're playing X, Lysander's plan is to take over the world with a and destroy like everything with a Pokemon that is going to bring life. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I was talking more about Cyrus and Lysander. Yeah, Lysander. There's so many memes making fun of Lysander and how broken his ideology is. It doesn't make any sense. But still, I mean, like, the guy, the character, what they were going for, it's not that bad. I just feel like, man, I feel like they just don't think these things through at Game Freak. But, yeah, well, I mean, life can bring destruction. If you play the game, it doesn't work like that. He's just like, we will kill everyone! I think it was the idea to use the life force it generates to fuel the huge cannon. Yes, so, what does that even mean? Like, so what does that even really mean? It doesn't mean anything. Hello, bumpkins. Hello, bumpkins. So much hello and bumpkins. Ugh. I feel like this theme needed to get remade in, the Luigi's Mansion stage in Smash Brothers. Did they do that? Because this haunted house music that they had in World is what's playing right now. And I gotta say, if you play at that stage too many times, as, you know, at Luigi's Mansion in Smash Brothers, you're like, oh my gosh, this is driving me crazy. Exotic, your profile picture's adorable. I can barely identify it. It's a little too far back for me to see. I can reach my whole arm out like this, and I can't reach my monitor. So, I don't really know what it is. You'd have to enlighten me. Hold on. Was it bad? It's just a bubble. No one's gonna care, Alex. Just putting little lines on them. You know, I should probably put, like, a few smaller ones down here, and pretty sure in the next one there's, like, no bubbles anymore. It's just, something so that you can clearly see we're underwater. Alright, cool. I'm done with that one. I don't really want to mess with it anymore. Let's do this one, which is now people and fish. It's baby chickens or baby birds, at least. It's better than what I see. If you're Rorschach testing me right now, it looks like someone was dissecting a gerbil. That's what I see. Don't Rorschach me like that. A little too close. I don't need to get in that close. I don't need to draw the back of your head that detailed. Okay. That is the smallest I've ever drawn his hood. I just realized it's gotta be a lot bigger than that. Ew. Sorry for ruining it. That's what I saw. Now I can never unsee. That's all I see. Like, it looks like a poor gerbil, like, on its back being dissected. Sorry, I'll stop. Why do I ruin everything? Apologies. I don't mean to. I do my best. To ruin everything? No. I'm sorry, Bananian. Did I say that right again? Did I say that right? I know I'm gonna goof it. That's what happens. So yeah, I'm hoping we get a lot of headway today because I did a lot of work sketching these panels, and there's also a lot of panels coming up where I get to copy and paste art. Yes. Which means I get to save time and only draw it like once. Hold on, that one's way too thin. Kim's gonna get mad if I leave something like that there. There are oh my goodness. That is like anti-dyslexic word right there. Oh, it's because the shapes of the letters are all the same and you like spin them and then the R next to the N and then the U and... Okay, no. The word turn is inside. Coturnix? Is it Coturnix? That's how you say it. Good lord, that was so hard for me to say. I'm struggling with life sometimes. Ay. I try my best. And my best is just not good enough. Ay. 2 days old today. Baby quail. I wish I could see Koter. Yeah, a little late there, Banana, but I tried. The moment when inhumane science projects come back in style. Have they stopped doing that? I mean, I'm sure there's too many, vegans and PETA members who are making absolutely sure that there's no more dissected hamsters and whatnot. But still, I was always like, I don't know. It's not a big deal. I mean, there's tons of these. Dissecting mice. I was like, well, what's the difference when the same person, like, oh my god, there's a mouse in my house, and they, like, catch it with a mouse trap, and get rid of it? Don't tell me we can't dissect the darn thing. It's for knowledge. We do much worse things to mice, actually. You know how, like, lab rats' lives work. It's really bad. Alright, good enough. Do they mind a banana cat being their friend? Now I just now saw it. Banana-yan? Like, Nyan, the cat, Nyan, banana. It's all hitting me right now, and I'm sure you're looking at me like, oh my god, he's just now getting it. But yes, I'm just now getting it. Don't make fun of me. Shut up. I know. You probably wouldn't see a nose from there. Though, the guy's got facial hair, and it would probably be here. Alright. Well, Outpug watches each Bethel them in the broader mush face as far above the toth you can so. What? Don't make fun of me, tries to stop. Yeah, I think they stopped using live animals for dissection now that we have technology to simulate it for us. Really? Yeah, but what's the point of the simulation if... Well, okay, to create the simulation, you need, like, a perfect model in the simulation to get it to function at all? So it's probably, like, in schools, they stopped doing it, but they're gonna keep doing it for academics, because they have to do that stuff. Like, it'd be horrible if a vet, like, got their job and they had never actually dissected anything and they don't really have that hands-on experience. I'd be worried. Okay, our pug watches each batch of them in true brooder mushed faster as far into the toes. You type really fast, Exotic Caper, and I have issues trying to read it. I got you that time, though. Your pug's, like, sticking his face into a tote, trying to watch him. Oh no, is this Bowser's theme? I'm not sure what this is, but Kim's gonna draw it. Or color it, I mean. It's a clam now, I made it a clam. This fight freaked me out. I was little, I was like, oh my god! And I thought it was so hard. It's so easy. Once you know what you gotta do in this boss fight, it's like so simple. Like, you can beat him in under a minute if you know what you're doing. And like, never get hit, ever. I think it's actually easier to be smaller Mario, not even Super Mario. It is quite spoopy. Intense levels of spoop going on. Of like all Bowser themes to remake for Smash Bros. 2, I don't want to keep bringing Smash Bros. Up, but like they remade the one from 3 where his boss fight takes like less time than this fight if you know what you're doing. And like, why would they do that? And it's like such an uneventful one too. I'm like, okay, well, now that's a thing. And yeah, I'm like, I don't know why you picked that music instead of something like this. Pick the world, Mario World, so great. Coral's always got like spots and junk all over it. They probably use dead animals now, like ones they have died naturally for a dissection project. Then The downside of that is there's a value, or a monetary value placed on a dead animal that supposedly died with nothing wrong with it, and then, just like what happened with humans, for dissecting humans, there became a price to a dead human body, and people were killing each other in order to sell the other person's dead body. So, I'm pretty sure there's laws against that. Why was it like the same? Oh wait, no, like, Peach comes out of it and like, you're like, oh my god, must save the princess, save the princess. Must get to the princess. I like how that was held for review and I had to read it and I was like, what's wrong? I see, you have ×3 size hands, bratwurst thick thumbs, itty bitty keys. My parents actually have this, like, visual handicap thing on their phone where it blows everything up really big. And makes their phones look really small because of how big the screen has blown everything up to be, but it's like, their phones are bigger than mine. And, it's just so they can hit the keys better. So, maybe you just need to blow the keys out bigger. I don't know. Proceeds to, sing Under the Sea for appropriateness. Under the sea. Except wait in aquarium. Under the sea. I'm gonna zoom in way too close to get this stupid little cardinal. These things are weird little fish. I should probably be looking up what they look like. But they're so small in this, I'm gonna trust my sketch. Oh boy, the winds. Their tail's more like this though. Hope you guys actually know what some of these fish are, that'd be pretty cool. Pretty sure this is called a cardinal fish. They're not red though. It's not why things get called cardinal. I remember beating Bowser to where you got like, it was a Halloween version of everything. And then like Koopas had Mario heads and it was so weird. Sup Greninja, welcome. I can imagine this music giving kids a lot of anxiety. Yeah, I was pretty freaked out when I was playing this when I was little. Let's try and get this stripe right. I wonder if I should color it in because Kim's probably just going to do that. There we go, whatever. That's basically what they look like. They're real small. Looks like a lion. I have a lion coming up. I'm actually really excited to do this page. This one here. I've got 2 lions up here. So I'll get to do lions today. Lions are like Kim's favorite fish. And I realized when I was done, and I was like halfway done drawing these pages for the first chapter, I was like, hey Kim, remember the whole chapter I did, you know, with the aquarium that I went for on purpose because I knew you'd want to color it? I did this intentionally to try and entice Kim to color the book. It worked. And I was like, yeah, I forgot to write in a lionfish, her favorite fish. She was like, you fix that right now. So originally this panel up here was originally like different anemones and starfish and stuff like that. She was very upset. She's like, nope, you fix that. Yes, French. I'm using a Note 9, but keys are super small. Oh, it's like they're physical buttons. I can type with not rushing. I sleep text as well. Speaking Klingon. I'm trying to listen to you guys at the same time. Someone else asked about what these fish are called. I swear they're called lions, hamsters, and fish. Oh my. I'm pretty sure they are called cardinal fish. Someone can correct me if you like search what these things are. They look like. I swear they're cardinals, but I could be wrong. They're like these weird shaped fish, and then they've got like 3/4 black stripes. They're just basically black and white. Like they really look like this. Is it an angel? No, they're not. I don't think they're related to angels. Here, actually, I'm gonna Google it right now. Just make sure this is right. Whoa, hit caps lock instead of A. I do that all the time. Cardinal fish. Let me see. Images. No, it's totally right. Well, sort of. Some of them. No, that's right. It's one word, though. Cardinal fish. So, did I do this right? There's technically more to them than this. I'm sure Kim will take care of it. She's the one coloring them. They're so tiny, I really don't mind. I'm gonna back out now, because I don't need to draw that close on all the fish. Half tempted to draw Hammy running on a Bob-omb style bomb today. I got a Bob-omb here. I love my Bob-omb. Actually, no, it is you, Exotic Keeper. I was gonna say, I was just given this amazing little Bob-omb. He's my friend up here now. Why don't we just call them Luminians? They're not. They're real. Like someone asked, like, is that the zebra turkey fish from Animal Crossing? I mean, anything from Animal Crossing is gonna be from the real world, though, so I don't know what to tell you. Try and get this thing drawn without actually, I'm like half listening to music, what is this? And then I'm like trying to also tell you guys things and it's not working. I feel we need another hamster bomb. What do you mean we need another hamster bomb? Like another one of me? Well, if there was another one of me, there'd be like a stream option and no one would actually be joining me here, I feel like. I don't know, I really honestly don't know if you guys like enjoy me just doing nonsense stuff like this, where I really just want to chat with you guys. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, I'm gonna put, like, fur inside this one. There's a lot of weird anemones out there. Some stuff that looks like fur. Was that actually all of it? Are we done? Oh my gosh, we're done. Okay, so, let's see. Picking another game here. Another logo? Mix things up? Oh, you need, like, another, okay, so another HamsterBomb logo. I was actually thinking about that. The thing is, the HamsterBomb logo is mostly for my comic stuff, though. Soloing Tempered Nergy for a while. Game keeps giving me Kieran and Lunastra like it's flashing me over my headstone. PTSD is real, people. How are you accurately drawing in Photoshop? Oh, so, I don't know how to answer that question. What do you mean? I gotta get some new Muzaks here. So I got, someone just mentioned Monster Hunter World. How about we get some Monster Hunter World? Monster Hunter. Boom. Monster Hunter World special soundtrack. I don't know what that means, but we're listening to the special one. Oh, there's not much on here. Whatever. We'll listen to this for a while. Thought that was an upside down Nihilego? Oh my god, I see it. No, not what I'm going for. Nihilego upskirt. Hey Bartman, what's going on? Welcome. I gotta try and get more of those, tempered monsters beaten. I'm probably gonna need your guys' help, honestly, because I've tried fighting, tempered Kushala by myself. He, like, two-shot me in my Geralt set. It's like I need the better armor in order to do it, and I can't solo it until I get that leveled up armor. And better jewel talisman things, too. Whoa. Did I turn it down a bit? It was a little loud. You're drawing without making a mistake. I mean, how are you doing it? Okay, so basically, first, I very quickly, like, drew a sketch layer, which is, I turn the opacity down to like 25% so it looks kind of gray. That way I can click on my ink layer and I'm just kind of following where the lines went and just trying to finish things up here. And also, when you're drawing things like rocks and, you know, coral and grass, it's really easy to make it look like I didn't mess up. Like here, sand. That's how you do sand. I'm done. You know, so it's really just, scribbling. Lots of proper scribbling. I was singing the Mario music. We ran out of Mario music. I can go back and play more Mario. Bought Witcher 3 yesterday because your vids. I love it so far. Bartman, you have made a wonderful decision in your life. The Witcher is incredible. Absolutely love those games. You Presky Banana Cat, you've got Baby Shark in my head from your doo-doo-doos. I don't know how that works, but okay. I mean, I could show you. I don't know, like, how your experience level is in Photoshop at all. Oh, are you asking, like, if I'm using a drawing tablet or not? Yeah, I'm actually drawing with a pen here on a tablet, which I see up on my screen. Guess which Arch-Temper monster is available? Yeah, it's Lunastra. Bangs head against the wall, shakes uncontrollably. I might be streaming Monster Hunter tomorrow, but I'm not sure because it's Community Day. So it's gonna be up to whatever happens, honestly. Whatever happens, happens. This needs to come out a little more. What I'm drawing now is a flame angel fish. If any of you guys like trying to keep up with the fish I'm trying to draw. All 0 of you. Suffer, is that Monster Hunter music or Pokemon? It sounds very familiar. This is Monster Hunter World. What the heck? Random message from... It's one of the schools I teach at. What is this? Hold on. Xavier, I don't care. Campus, climate, sir. Nope, delete. Goodbye. I just want to make sure I can just get rid of that. I'm not that important there. My input doesn't matter. Don't lie to me. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of like something really awful that where I went to get my master's degree, local university. So basically we were getting updates like every day of all the crime happening in the area. It was, hold on, I'm not adding a stripe that's not there. Every single day we'd get more crime updates. So they put out this survey asking all the students, you know, like, do we find it useful? What do we think of it? Blah, 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 stuff like that. And, like, knowing where dangerous areas are, where to avoid, what to do, you know. I thought it made sense. Well, based on the reaction they got, they determined that it was just freaking people out. So their solution was, don't give them updates at all. Don't tell them where the crime's happening. Don't tell them anything. I was like, oh, that's not the answer. That's very concerning. And then from then on, I'd be like, oh, cool. Well, I just stumbled across this place that had just gotten broken into, and now I can't, you know, cross the road because the police are stopping us, or, you know, things like that. I'm like, wow, what's wrong with them? I don't know why I would do that. Love this soundtrack. Wanted me to suffer from Baby Shark. You brought that on yourself, exotic. A band of jokes on you. I don't mind it. Shakespeare driving girlfriend. Crazy singing Baby Shark. I'm just going to ignore you guys. Doesn't solve anything. What's wrong with people today? I know that doesn't solve the problem. It made it so much worse. It was like, with now it's just bad because I mean, granted, I would get daily. Not even just daily, it'd be more than that. It was a very dangerous area. But the problem is, if you're in a dangerous area, you want to know, am I going to be okay today if I drive at this route? You know, is it safe? There was also this person I liked to call the Mad Butt Grabber, who frequented our university, who apparently, I didn't realize this until later, after like joking about the Mad Butt Grabber, because we'd get emails, these emails when this thing was on, we're like, hey, wouldn't that be illegal, Hamster? Wouldn't that be illegal? Have such an annoyance, yeah, I know. Wouldn't what be illegal? To tell us that there's crimes going on? No, it's like a university EDU email alert letting you know that where the crimes are. You know, like, hey, be careful, there was an accident over here. Be careful, there was an armed robbery over here. just letting people know if you dorm over this direction, stuff like that. That's all it was. So no, absolutely not illegal. You're probably misunderstanding me. But still, there was like, the Mad Butt Grabber. We'd get updates about the Mad Butt Grabber, like, every day. I named him the Mad Butt Grabber, by the way. They didn't call him that, obviously, in these emails. I called him the Mad Butt Grabber. I'd rather have crime updates than none at all. I'd let you know if I'd live to see tomorrow. Right, I know. I thought they kept the information from you. Oh yes, they did. They kept the information from us. Which, I mean, there's nothing legal forcing them to give us the information. They did it to be nice, to try and help the students out. Them taking it away because they thought it was scaring us or something? That is dumb. But anyway, Mad Butt Grabber. So, apparently, I'd found out after talking about this dude for, so long, so I thought it was hilarious, how I didn't get my updates anymore about the Mad Butt Grabber. Because you'd get these messages from the school, and they would, like, try and, tastefully describe what happened, but at the same time, they can't do it because, that is stereo music I worked so hard for. They can't do it because of the fact that it's just some dude who snuck up to some girl, grabbed her butt, and ran away. And they have to, like, write it in, like, the hokiest way. The Heine Honker. Ooh, I like the Heine Honker. If he had, like, a horn with him every time he did. I mean, still, obviously, it's not okay. But at the same time, we got daily emails about this dude. It was pretty funny. I mean, all things considered, it was funny. So, turned out, funny thing, you know, goes around in a circle, because, like, these emails, I gotta even try and, explain how these emails went. They were just so messed up and funny. Like, be on the lookout, a young, African-American, male, in his, mid-20s, had, sexually assaulted a young white, student this morning by, inappropriately, man, they had a better word for touching, too. Or grabbing. I don't remember what the word was they used, but it was hilarious. It was so politically correct. But that was the joke of the whole thing. It was, like, so politically correct. Like, he grabbed her posterior, and they always used posterior, too. I was like, oh my god, it's so great. The posterior punter. No, he didn't kick anybody, but man, it was just... God, man, that guy. Bringing hope to all those. the Mad Butt Grabber. But anyway, there's an end to this story, the Mad Butt Grabber. And I was so excited to have more of the Mad Butt Grabber story come out. The Heine Honker hiatus has gone unnoticed. So anyway, yes, when, I stopped getting updates, I was actually disappointed, one, because of the crime thing that I told you, the legitimate problem, yes, of course. But then, of course, there's the problem, like, oh my gosh, for, like, this other reason, now there's actually, like, the legitimate problem, there's actually a bunch of, the posterior pusher, there's actually a bunch of women now who don't know where to avoid because they don't know what this guy looks like, and if he's still out there, if he's still doing this, which he totally still was. I'm a black guy in my mid-20s, I've never done that in my life, I want to beat that guy out. He actually, we found out so much information about this dude, and it was not because of the thing, the cheek caresser. The posterior, you mean palpitator? Is there a word for butt that starts with a U? Because I want to use undulator, because undulate is such a fun word. I don't know. But anyway, so, I'm telling this story to my brother's girlfriend years later, right? And, she just kind of starts laughing to herself about it, and we're like, oh, yeah, well, I mean, we kind of expect someone to, because it's a funny story, right, about the Mad Butt Grabber. Turns out, at the end of it, she starts talking about how she was attacked by who we called the Mad Butt Grabber. And she knew his name. She knew this guy. Now, she didn't know him personally until obviously this happened. The Undergarment Undulator. Thank you, stupid Greninja. Gluteus, oh wait, the Gluteus Massager? The Gluteus Maximizer. Oh man, but anyway, she wasn't like, she more like ran from the guy because she realized he was going for, the thing is, she didn't go to the college I did. She went somewhere else. So it was super, the Coochie Capturer. She actually went somewhere else. So I was like, that couldn't have been the same dude. And she said, no, it was. What he was doing was he would drive or like take the bus to other campuses so that he'd never get caught. Because the idea was he didn't want to have anyone recognize him. So he went from his college to others. So he actually didn't even go to that one. He went to a third college. And it was actually kind of far away, the one that he went to. So he went way out of his way, specifically to grab butts. And one of the people he attacked was apparently my brother's girlfriend. And she found out who he was. They all found out who this guy was. And he got charged for this. I don't remember how many counts it was. But I don't remember exactly what it was. He basically got the accumulative of a legal slap on the wrist, of course. But at the same time, like, I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do. But still, I mean, nobody wants to have their butt randomly grabbed and someone... The rear ender! Oh, man! The bottom booper. I think, Coochie Catcher flows off the tongue a little better than Coochie Capturer. One less syllable, the Coochie Catcher. Did they catch the Coochie Catcher? Still, the rear ender. Apple bottom grapple hook. Like how you guys can like be equally offended by this guy, but at the same time, find it hilarious. So anyway, yeah, we actually got like full story of this guy. He did, the Mad Butt Grabber, did get caught. And there was peace among campuses once more. And that's about all I've got on the Mad Butt Grabber, guys. I don't think I have any more. Apple bottom grapple hook. Man, these are good. I didn't think there'd be so many nicknames for the Mad Butt Grabber. Kim would be so disappointed if she found out. She's like, hold on, you're streaming today and what you decide to tell them about is the Mad Butt Grabber? She's got such standards that I just cannot seem to live up to in my life. Let's get some coral going down. This has to be a stream highlight with the rear ender, the tush tickler. Sounds very eerily familiar to Sam Pepper. Oh god, please. The tushy tantalizer. No, this guy actually was, and she actually freaked out. He actually freaked out my brother's girlfriend because he was like he would chase women too. I didn't even know that part. He didn't like actually have anyone find him out in the many times he did it at my college. Instead, it was more like a hit and run sort of thing. And yeah, so I mean, of course I feel bad, but at the same time, it's, come on, you gotta laugh sometimes. The butt basher. Now that one could take, that could actually sound like a rapist, so I don't want to go that far. But still. And then people who jump in are like, what on earth am I listening to? What college does this happen at? I don't really want to tell you guys which colleges I went to and then like people I know in the area, but granted, how about this? If it's in the Cincinnati area, the guy went there. Yes, and I wouldn't honestly be surprised if he did not avoid his own campus. That would be, I mean, it seems strange regardless that you would like spend so much time, you plan this out to go to another campus entirely. You know, take a bus out there. Seems like so much work. Music makes this 1,000 times better. This is some great music. I am gonna need some other music options after this because we're gonna run out of Monster Hunter rather quickly here. But yeah, if you try and draw with no music, oh man, that's unbearable, guys. You need some musics in your life. You need the musics. All right, there we go. I'm gonna call that done. This was the wing from before. Mweep, Gabe. Mweep, Gabe. All right, Gabe. Mweep right back to you. Mweep. Man. Ugh. Ugh. Either ate too much or ate not enough, or sheesh, I don't know. Subnautica? Oh, like the game Subnautica? Or are you asking, wait. I actually never played Subnautica. I know what it is, but be glad this playlist won't play the Final Fantasy track. It won't. Heck yeah. Got that right. I would skip it. I would seriously pull up the information and skip it immediately. Like, done. Let's get the little eye on these little guys. This is another flame. And flames have 4 main stripes. Flame Angel. Whenever I'm writing battle scenes or really emotional scenes, I like to listen to anime or game music. Help listen to me feeling the moment. I have a playlist for this book. So, that happens. Actually, I don't know if I can give it to you guys. Each chapter has its own song that goes with it, and it's actually going to be printed in the book. Not the lyrics, but like just the name and artist so that people can look it up. But yeah, it's there. Do you think Mercurios makes sense for World? He's a little outlandish, but at the same time, I think they can figure him out. Xenojiva is really outlandish too, but he makes sense for us. Okay, so what series do you have planned after Q-Charm, if you have any? For a Pokemon thing? We're trying to figure that out. Because we need to get a Pokemon game functioning that basically utilizes the same technique of Q-Charm, but at the same time, it's got to not be a 4th gen game, because I've basically done the 4th gen ones. That's why I like certain music to a game is a major factor of certain events. I love it. Yes, absolutely. I've been playing a Super Metroid hack called Ice Metal. Adds the Boost Ball. What would you do with Boost Ball in Super Metroid? I mean, it'd be fun, but careful of adding too much detail in small areas from far away. It could look muddy. Very good point. I really shouldn't be adding so much grass. Thing is, I'm trying to make this look like I'm putting it in the same areas where the plain rubble was. I'm not filling that whole thing in. This is just like a big chunk of coral back here. I'm gonna add just like a couple small ones on this side to even it out. But now I am kind of curious. Let's back this out. Okay, that should be all right. I'm not gonna go too much more than this, because as soon as you see pixels, which I can kind of see pixels here, barely, that's when I tell myself, do not go in any closer. This is as close in as you want to get for detail. Is there a way to change shiny odds so that can happen? We think so. My top scientists are working on it. I always make that mistake of, making things too detailed muddy. I'm gonna start the rock over here. I'm not gonna add too much detail to the rock because it would really look bad. Though let's try and continue this line here, which I want to be the rock. Okay, I'm gonna put an anemone up there again, and then barnacles are what these are up there. Let's try and just get the edges of this sucker. Once this is done, I can move on, because, well, of course, what stupider things have not been said, ever. I can try it on, or using a skitty. Oh, no, well, it'll work. I mean, that's not it. One of my favorite scenes to write was my character fight his girlfriend in the finals of a magician tournament. In the heat of the battle, she just proposed to him out of the blue. Weird. Oh, okay, not like battle, magician turn. So, like a Harry Potter magician thing, not like the magicians we have in reality kind of thing. Okay. At first I was like, huh? Even still, that's very strange. You're an odd bird, RNG. You know that? You're an odd bird. Alright, let's get, the ones of these open that, need to be up there. I've actually gone through this whole thing without doing barnacles either. Barnacle boy! Remember MH4U cutscene where Guildmarm had that book of all the monsters she drew? You can do a similar thing in the future? What do you mean? Like, me drawing the Monster Hunter monsters? Or, me doing a comic with more monsters? Because, funny you say that, one of my comics is, like, all about monsters. This one, however, can totally happen in real life, so, sorry just to ruin that one for you, but, it really could, so. And I don't mean, like, ruin as in spoil plot. I mean, like, ruin as in, no monsters this time. I love doing monster stories, but I might bring back that other one later. I wonder if Monobolus and White Monobolus can make an appearance. Figures since we have both Diablos. Well, granted, that really doesn't, I mean, I get it, I like them both, but that doesn't add much to the game. I'd rather see monsters that are so different from what we've got. It'll add a lot to the game and make it really different and interesting if we have them. Hamster, what's your opinion on D&D? I never really got into it because the friends of mine who, like, set up my, what do you even call it? Avatar? I don't know. That looks horrible. They set it up and then we never played. And then I never really saw them again. I don't know. I have this bad habit of just never seeing friends anymore. I don't know why. Some of my best friends just, like, stop texting me out of the blue and then I just kind of never hear from them ever again. One who I thought was my best friend literally stopped texting me and told me to stop texting him. I have no idea why. It was straight up out of the blue. And I'm being dead serious. I know it sounds like a stupid cop-out thing, but, like, I could show you my text message. Even my friends have no idea. The ones who stuck around, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Which Pokemon game do you think is the worst? Definitely Diamond and Pearl. Platinum is a lot better. A lot better. The problems I have with Diamond and Pearl are fixed largely in Platinum. But Diamond and Pearl are the worst Pokemon games, like, by a long shot. I'm sorry, yes, they have magic abilities. Try to fight the strongest magician among them. Riao? I would say Riao. Rio? And Mint. I'm not sure how to say that one. Clash in the finals, I had Mint proposed to Riao. Beat me and I accept? Ha! Ha ha ha! Monster Hunter? Monster? What? Oh, so specifically me doing, like, Monster Hunter stuff. Well, the problem with that is I wouldn't be able to sell anything and it would be, like, a lot of time investment going into that. And Capcom would get all the rights for it, so I can't really do anything like that unless I had the rights from Monster Hunter, which is unlikely. Want to read your story in Glaceon? Yeah, so is it, like, novel, or are you actually drawing this? RNG Glaceon. So I was talking to. At RNG Glaceon. Which DLC characters you want to Smash Ultimate? Oh my god, I can go on forever, Bardman. But, my #1 character I think is likely is Monster Hunter. We need a Monster Hunter character. My #1 least likely, the underdog. I want Geralt of Rivia. We got Joker. Don't tell me we can't have Geralt of Rivia. They clearly picked Joker to try and get different, like, groups of players who are unfamiliar or would otherwise not play Smash Brothers Ultimate. So to get them to buy Switches, you know, put characters on it that they love. That's what they're doing. Geralt of Rivia will do that perfectly. Plus, I'm biased. Oof, I like Diamond and Pearl. Black and White sucked in my opinion. Black and White did a lot of things that were so much better than the previous generations. Namely, things that were, like, avoiding them from saying, well, we don't have to go back and reinvent the wheel. They actually did a lot of things. Now, granted, It didn't work out that great in the end, I'll give you that. But they actually decided this time, hey, we're going to try and make a brand new region with just a whole new 150 Pokemon again. But this, like, you know, they haven't done that, like, since the first game. So there was a lot of effort that went into that. It just kind of fell short. If it did better, if Black and White did better, we'd probably have much better Pokemon games today. Which is kind of a shame. And I'm not saying Black and White was much better. You get what I'm saying? The concept of it was amazing. The execution kind of fell through a little bit, and because of that, people took it the wrong way. Ain't played them since. The name is kind of similarly spelled to Ryu from Street Fighter. Oh, okay. I thought you were going there, but at the same time, I was like, that's not how you write it, I think. I don't know. I've never seen it written like that. What am I drawing here? Is this another anemone? I'm just gonna make another anemone. With, I guess, less of these things, because this is quite small. We don't need a bunch of these. What the heck is this music from? I mean, it's all Monster Hunter World. This is Basil Juice? Oh, it's Nergi's theme. Okay, I was gonna say, this is some intruder, isn't it? But no. Nergi does intrude on you, but still, it's not Nergi. Not Nurgles. Just gonna sketch in the backdrop here, so Kim knows where to stop drawing water and start drawing sand. Drawing, it's not drawing. She's coloring it. All right, gotta put in another character here. My bad. Totally missed you. I'm going left to right here. Oh shoot, there's like a bunch of bubbles on this side, nothing over here. I'm gonna put just a few up here so it's not too cluttered. Like, that's it. That's fine. Be back, try not to miss me. Exotic Keeper, don't go! I want to say Black and White had a twist at the end, but it really wasn't well executed. You feel bad for N, though. Yeah, there's so much more they could have done with that. And it was more, like, structurally on paper where they decided to start that game that did so much better. And then, like, they, like, tripped on the starting line. They did try and reinvent a lot of it with X and Y, assuming that Black and White was the wrong decision. So there's a lot of good stuff they did in X and Y, but it also did well with them going the wrong way. In my opinion, I think they were going the wrong way. All right, I'm gonna draw the fish and stuff over here first before I move on to that character. But I'm trying to catch up here. One character from Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the same name, Ryo Bakura, but in the anime, nobody calls him by his first name, but a single time. Oh. They're probably doing it to avoid not knowing how to say it out loud, because the manga is made first, right? I don't remember. Usually it's that way, but I don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't really watch it. Used to when it came out when I was a wee child. I like these big, furry, anemone-looking plants. They're real neat. One of my friends has an evil Empress character. Their name's Shorva. Only way to find out the name means soup in another language. As I thought the same. X and Y had a pretty good message from the story's worth. Makes it appreciate life a little more. The end of X and Y, I still stand by saying that is the best story Pokemon's ever done. And Pokemon's stories are basically non-existent. So I was like, as soon as they did that, I was like, wow, guys, you need to keep doing this. That was spectacular. And then Sun and Moon's like, what did you say we did well? And then you just hear the train crash so freaking hard. I think X and Y is a better game than Sun and Moon. Well, in most aspects. And I look at it from like a critical standpoint, not like which one would I honestly want to sit down and play. Which I know might sound strange, but I've been doing this a long time. Oh, Kim's gonna be so mad about this. Because I'm not connecting the lines, but it looks so much better when you do it like this. Because this is a very strange plant. say plants, but it's actually an animal, right? They look like blankets, but anemones are in the animal kingdom, aren't they? They eat and have a digestive system, don't they? I think they do. Some do. I don't remember. They're so strange. The ocean's weird. The question is it X or Y? It's Y. It's totally Y. Someday I hope that both companies, the Monster and Pokemon, develop a game where the entirety of the map is revealed so I can play on all locations of each generation freely. Well, if Monster Hunter collabed with it, every time you take 5 steps, you're in another loading zone. I really want to get into D&D because I love the openness of it, but I have no friends. Honestly, I would enjoy doing stuff like that too, but yeah, my friend situation has just been really messy and depressing lately, so yeah, stuff like that just doesn't happen. Those look bad. I don't know what it was, but those were wrong. The ones on the bottom here are fine. Actually, you know what? Make it less subtle, or more subtle. There, that's fine. That looks great. I really like Alpha Sapphire. I'm so mixed on those games, because I adore Ruby and Sapphire. And then I'm like, why do I not like the new ones? I don't really get it, because they're very good. Like, they did everything that I would have done on paper, but at the same time, something's weird about them. Let's draw this little guy. Oh, I can see my pixels, so let's not be in here very long. I'm gonna draw his little spiky horns. These are weird fish. Hey, Blazing Gamer! Welcome. We're talking about all sorts of stuff. Lady from 3U and 4U is singing. It's nice. Is that really the same singer? I didn't realize they would get the same singers each time. That's actually kind of neat. I mean, I totally hear it. These fish are so strange. I'm trying to get their shape right. Is this song by the Diva by any chance? Just chilling, you know, like the refighting the trainers mechanic. Sure. Those are little things as far as I'm concerned. Little things that are good for like replay value. I'm talking like massive, like when they say, hey, we're gonna make a new Pokemon generation, and they pull out a blank piece of paper and they say, all right, what kind of concepts are we gonna go for this time? Though the changes that show up then, those are the things that I'm talking about. Where I'm like, okay. Man, this fish is so weird. That's totally what they look like. You're doing a Metroid Prime randomizer. Oh my, it is so much fun. Is it not? It is so much fun. Mine ended up really screwing me over. I recommend you have a guide where all the pickups are so you can like try and find them all. Because I had some scrambled where like my super missiles were in the most ridiculous place. Oh, Proof of a Hero. This is my jam. Proof of a Hero. I like to have Zinnia back someday and just hear her battle theme again. Not to see her goofy, crazy eyes. She bothered me a lot. Though, I loved having one of the, you know, like a dragon tamer character. But still, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, what is wrong with Pokemon some days? Their designs are so weird. Alright, I'm gonna stop the grass about there. I don't want any more blocking this guy. Plus, it's getting a little detailed. Oh, man. New Proof of a Hero is so good. I'm so disappointed that Smash Brothers so far, only has the old Proof of a Hero and old Rathalos. Where? So does it play when you fight Xeno'jiiva? Yeah. Why doesn't it play when you fight Xeno'jiiva? What the heck? Maybe you should like go to a third area when you fight Xeno'jiiva. You know how he leaves like partway through? If like either he left again or some visible change happened where he like went into a desperation final rage and the music changed. So cool. Yes, that's a cowfish. I didn't tell you guys. I was kind of hoping someone would call it out. Weird fish looks like a one-eyed bird. Oh, well. if I had the skill and the time, I could make one of the best Pokemon games ever. I'm told I write really good stories. Oh, good. You should probably do something with that. I think we have just run out of Monster Hunter music, guys, and with that, I gotta grab something else to listen to. You guys keep saying Pokemon. I'm gonna pull one up here. Let's go with, how about this? You know, we were just talking about Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Let's play some of this. Very nice. Also, the music may have to go up a little bit. I'm gonna raise you guys a bit. Here we are. It's so hard to explain this to people who, missed out on this generation. Like, the magic of it kind of can't be redone, because at the time, we only had Pokemon games that were like, seriously, you gotta imagine like a Game Boy, and like that's all a Pokemon is. It was just those pixels, and then all of a sudden, you get this like magnificently like orchestrated and full color Pokemon game in a brand new region. It was so cool. Like, this blew everybody's minds, this game. And it gets undersold today because like kids who just like want to jump in have no idea. Like, they don't get it because they can't forget about everything they have now and just go back to that. It's crazy. Anyway, little reason why I would probably say that Gen 3, not the Omega games, just Gen 3 in particular, my favorite Pokemon game still. It's also freaking hard. It's a hard one, which is good. It's a good challenge. I like that one. I had a bit of experience working in an aquarium. The fish is incredibly tiny in reality. It is, yeah. I've actually drawn it much larger than it really is. I know a lot about these little guys too. In fact, these are larger than they should be too. These are Flame Angels. And this, I didn't really ink it yet, but this is gonna be a Coral Beauty. They kind of have like patterning sort of in that shape. I'm gonna get rid of that because Kim's gonna color it. She's gonna be mad if I inked that much. Also, I've got a couple cardinal fish over here. Oh my, the thought of a third phase of the fight. I smell a G-rank battle with just that setup. I know. Though there's probably gonna be like a Fatalis fight or something where we're gonna get that music. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. Alright, so looks like I got another anemone here. Funny, I'm hunting in Viridian Forest. Good luck, Elsa, for a shiny over there. Alright, thought of a third phase of the fight, yeah. Hamster really likes fish in the aquatic life. Subnautica is definitely some form. I don't know. Subnautica's too crafty, and, I'm not a big fan of crafting games. I mean, like, the setting, absolutely, I would love it, but it's also kind of like an isolation game, and I can probably get into that, but I don't know, it's just okay for me. Like, I know what it is, I just never really, how do I describe this? Felt like I had to, like, absolutely dive into it. There were too many games that I just had to play when it was coming out. You go with water? I think I know why Prove a Hero didn't play in Xeno's fight. What's that? What about Abzu? I'm actually not familiar with that one. I like putting actual fish in here too, that and most people when they have to draw fish or it's mostly just fish. I was gonna say creatures in general, but no, not creatures in general, it's just fish for some reason. You gotta draw fish or something in a comic. Even Disney did this in The Little Mermaid. They just make stuff up. Like, why wouldn't you put real creatures in there? You know how much research they did for the freaking Lion King, and then they're gonna just like totally mess it up with actual fish when it comes to The Little Mermaid? What's wrong with them? Thanks, just need one more Bulbasaur. Oh, so you're hunting for shiny Bulbasaur? That is nuts. So you like run by other shinies out there? I don't really know how it works. I never got the urge to shiny hunt in that game. I mean, it doesn't not look fun. It's just, I don't know. Lately, I've kind of lost my urge to shiny hunts. Unless I got to do it like with you guys and there was like a fun stipulations to it or something like that, because as of late, it's just been like too much work, and I have other stuff that I really want to work on, because at the end of the day, say I spend 20 hours getting an 8192 shiny. I could have spent the 20 hours making, you know, 9 pages in this graphic novel, and I would have been that much closer and had that much more work done. You know, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. Metroid is an isolation game. It totally is, with a different setting and a totally different game mechanic. So, I mean, I that's why I mentioned, like, the isolation thing would be fun. Because I really like Metroid. Following the journey of a diver, exploring the ocean, restoring life using magical springs and gameplay as opposed to freely navigate underwater environments. Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely okay. I was like, not sure about that one. I wish there was a zoom between these. That's a little much. All right, let's undo that. Nope. Conveniently, I've got a layer mask on, so I can draw right through this and nothing's gonna show up. I'm gonna try and catch up on comments. I remember reading somewhere that if Xeno even ages a day past its hatching, it'd be too powerful for an entire army of hunters to stop. Yeah, that's in its lore somewhere, because it's just a newborn. It was an official statement that, wait, hold on. What if there's another version of Xeno? One that has aged and is older. Like an ancient one, and you have to battle it as the G rank final boss. You know, kind of like Gore Magala had like another version, like where he like molts. What if? Just what if? Camera was an official statement though. It could be believable, but knowing Capcom, they might introduce it fully. They probably will, knowing them. Like Age, I have no shiny let behind, but I'm waiting shiny living decks. No, oh no shiny left behind, but I'm wanting shiny living. Okay, I got you. Using a PlayStation 4 controller for. What? Life. Not sure if it's official, probably not. It makes sense though. I suspect they will make a battle just like that. Yeah, probably will. Which I'm all for. That's fine. It'll save them time to make it too. So they've already got the assets they need. That's the end of this arm. Cool. I never got into Monster Hunter, now I really want to. You know, if you're gonna start, depends on what kind of systems you have to play it. I wouldn't get into the Generations or Generations Ultimate ones first, because you'll kind of soil what the other ones are, because they added new mechanics that you might get, like, stuck on using, and World would be a spectacular place to start if you were gonna start with one, if you have a PS4. Or just playing on PC, you can do that too. I think old Xeno, to me, would be reddish black for some reason. Yeah, I kind of think it would be really dark, because you can see when Xeno has spent too much energy, the real one, he'll get really dark colored, and he's not glowing anymore, and it's really creepy and ugly. And I feel like that's what the other one would look like. Dun, dun, dun. I don't like this remix at all. I gotta say, the original May theme was so much better. I'm picky. But also, that's one of the music tracks that sticks in my head because I love it. The original Rival theme, when you're encountered. Because it sounds friendly, but at the same time, you're always like, oh crap, because you're about to get your butt handed to you. I feel like that music did a great job back in the day. Yeah, don't forget the hunter you use is not really a normal hunter. What do you mean by that? Oh, right. So part of me wishes we can find aged Elder Dragons like a giant Dalmadur or White Fatalis. I kind of feel like Shaw Dalmadur is an aged one. White Fatalis is part of the G rank. I hope so. Really hope if they introduce Ancient Xeno, they'll put on par with Elatria in terms of difficulty and abilities. Yes. Ooh, probably above that. It'd be crazy. Fun fact, the Dalmadur you fight in 4U is pretty young, probably a juvenile. The dead one, Rotten Vale, is 5 times bigger than even a Shaw. Whoa. I didn't realize that. That's amazing. I hope Dalmadur actually manages to show up. That'd be so cool. Because, I mean, think about it. His corpse is there. Can't tell me Dalmadur has not been on that island. We're talking about a dragon made up of the leftover energy of other elder dragons and monsters. Yeah, that is true. It's so weird. I have to go. Want to make myself a snack. Bye. Enjoy your snack there, Bananian. Talk to you later. All right. I don't want to be that guy. I'm debating whether like this line is necessary. Probably like that, 'cause she's facing left a bit. Okay. Hair, because you can kind of see where I sketched the head in here to make sure that the volume was correct. Nope. Nope. Getting these lines is always tough. I'm trying to do it correctly like the first time. Like in one go, like I can work with that. Nope. That's better. You got gravity suit. Like randomly you just got gravity suit. I'm pretty sure, now hold on. Gabe, did you get gravity suit before Varia suit? Because, in Super Metroid, they don't seem to stack. Actually, should I just erase up to here? Nah, I'll keep that line. Yeah, they don't stack at all. I mean, they stack, but they don't, like, retain the other old ones' information. I'd make a Xeno and a Carcos type monster where he can kind of borrow other Elder Dragon's abilities mid-fight. Ooh, so interesting, yes. Like, a lot of Elatrion random moves. Radabon and Basiljuice make their nests in the dead Dalamatur's jaws. If you just look out, you'll notice how much bigger it is compared to 4U's live one. Ah, okay, yeah, because I'd have to find the head. Right. So as soon as I, like, go there, I'll see that. This really goofed. I'm so picky with lines like this. If Dalamadur is really the dead skeleton that makes up the Rotten Veil, would Xeno'jiiva have been bored from the energy from his falling meteor energy? Energy used to summon them is blue. I mean, Xeno already has a kind of Teostra supernova after the initial stomp when he's enraged, which also one-shots you. That one-shots you? I've been hit by that. Not like dead center hit by that, but I've been hit by that. It was nuts. That move's crazy. Yeah, hair would have to go on top of this, so this is gonna be a little weird. Haven't had to draw from behind as much. There, that works out. No, not with that line. Kim's gonna fill it in. Yeah, the fold over of like the kind of moves that they really should have is like starting to really hit me. Xeno would be so interesting. I don't know if they made like the ancient one. I mean, I completed all high rank with Zora armor, so don't know what it does with more reliable armor. Okay, yeah, my armor stopped it, but barely. It hit like a truck. You can watch in my video where I fight him. I think I'm wearing like Devil Joe. Just because as soon as Devil Joe showed up, I was like, all right, doing it now. No. No. Nope. Alright, you know, screw it, it's fine. It doesn't need to be any more detailed than that. What am I doing? Alright, so if that is that, I can move on to the next panel. I'm just kind of checking everything, making sure I didn't miss anything like that. Sugar on me with that one. I think we're good here. Alright, excellent. Easy. Just people head on. I think Xeno'jiiva is the you mean amalgamation of all residual energies left behind by the past Elder Dragons in the New World. Oh, just the new ones? Maybe. If you do A Link to the Past randomizer, choose Samus. What? Think about it, the new world serves as the Elder's graveyard, and ecology you see is made from their bioenergies. Oh yeah, I got you, but I'm just wondering, like, what kind of, I'm gonna start with Bo this time. I'm just wondering, like, what kind of, new attacks that we're not thinking of, or really leftover energies, so should we be taking advantage of from other Elder Dragons? Man, I gotta shave you in the next chapter. Not like completely getting rid of this beard, but it's just kind of thick. Guy hadn't been taking care of himself. He looks like a mess. That's fine. Thinking about it, New Worlds. Oh, I read that. Also, something that crossed my mind: if the Xeno you fight is a newborn, imagine how big Xeno would be if, say, 100 years old. Pretty sure be able to throw down with Lao Shen Lung. Good point. What would the size of that monstrosity be? Yeah, that is kind of scaring me. That left eye is way too low. I'm gonna have to fix that. Great Ravine connects to a single point where, coincidentally... Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a comment. I'll get back to that, Blazing Gamer. Xeno's egg is found. The Elder's energies were what created Xeno, just stating a theory. Yeah. Also, something across my mind, if the Xeno you fight is a new... Oh, I read that. Just kidding, Blazing. I totally read your comment already. Dalmadur is the only one with the same type of bioengineering as Xeno'jiva in color. Are they related? Maybe. I mean, a lot of time Monster Hunter doesn't really create any impactful lore itself. There's a lot of interesting stuff on like their sites, but typically it's just stuff that fans have found and wasn't particularly hidden for any particular reason. So, I don't know. I'm still waiting for them to do something impactful with lore like that. But I feel like this whole game was all about that. You know, like migration, ecology. I kind of feel like that was the whole purpose of this game. To try and establish this more. Again. Dalmadur is made to sound like it's God. I wouldn't be surprised if it had a major part in Xeno'jiva's development. I took the time to actually read and get to know all the monsters' lore. It's honestly amazing. It is! I've read a lot of it, but the thing is, I don't know where it really comes from other than, like, some stuff that's in, like, art books, I think. And things like that. Like, it's never in the game, so there's so much there. I'm like, why isn't this being used? You know, I want to see more of this. I don't know, that's just the way I felt with it all. Yeah, a little dark. Man, it took me so long to shiny hunt my freaking Trico for this game. I was so bummed with that. I was like hyped. I was like, I'm gonna be that one person who gets it super early because I've been so unlucky with all my hunts. I'm gonna get something early for once. Nah. Didn't happen. In fact, I think I was like one of the last people to get the darn thing from day one. I didn't even get it on day. I don't remember how many days it took me. It took a long time. Guys, I kind of appreciate the remix of Gen 3's music. A lot of it I do. There's just very few tracks where I'm like, no, the original is better, like Maze. Or really, is it just called like Rivals? I don't know. I always like the original for that one. Gotta say, Smash Brothers did an excellent Stevens theme lately. There's a Fatalis that was so pissed at hunters that decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. Yes, it melted down all of their dead hunters and it killed and wore their molten corpses as armor. That's actually in their lore that they do that naturally. It was after like this Elder Dragon War or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, that's gonna upset Kim. That mess up there. It's all because that curly one. I don't know. There's more to it than that. His hair's just like sticking up for some reason. If I had like there, a little better. So I'm gonna connect that line. Think after the creation of the equal dragon weapon, which was such an abomination in nature that all elder dragons got pissed. Yeah, well, the elder dragon weapon was during that war, I think, right? I don't know, at the same time, like, their lore half sounds like this weird, invented thing by fans who were bored and said, like, hey, can I make this canon? Because I was just, like, trying to come up with a story. And then Capcom was like, sure, you can post it somewhere, we don't really care. And then, because they're like, we're never going to do anything with the story in this, it's Monster Hunter. And then, of course, they're like, well, crap, now fans like this. And there's like nothing we're gonna do with it. Oh man, this goes a lot farther down than I thought. Oh, and they're leaning on something. Where is this scene? What's going on here? Just one equal dragon weapon required 300 elder dragons and wyverns to make. I don't remember what it looked like or what it did. I don't think they actually canonically ever said that. We all thought it was gonna be the monster at the end of Generations Ultimate. Apparently that was like a massive flop. Is that too short? No, that's about right. The lore says that there were more Fatalis than what we see. They ruled mankind until they rebelled and committed a genocide that nearly annihilated the entire species. Really? That's frightening. They were the dominant species on the planet until they rebelled against themselves? It's 5:11 a.m. and I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Elsa, you get to bed. Take care of yourself. I'll see you later, alright? We're just gonna keep jamming some Pokemon, alright? I remember everyone was so hyped at the reveal of Double Cross because everyone thought it was the EDW, yeah. Capcom were like, well, no, here's a Mantis that's also a hoarder. Yep, basically. I have not seen the thing fight, so don't be upset if I'm spoiled to it, but I do know it's not the equal dragon weapon, and it's this really stupid, disappointing tiny bug. So, yeah. They done messed that up. When Capcom doesn't even realize that we know more of their lore than they knew. They also say that the White Fatalis were the sole survivors and refused to die until their species was reborn anew. Read that from a random source. I don't know about that one. I do know that Crimson Fatalis is like a young one, like a newborn, overflowing with like flame energy. As it ages, it becomes like a regular Fatalis, the average ones. And an old Fatalis, actually, well, it's actually called that, Old Fatalis, the White Fatalis, is obviously the oldest one. So we do know that the Crimsons are the ones where like you had to steal like some super rare egg and it hatches, and it's a Fatalis, but it's Crimson. So Crimson's definitely the young one. Makes somewhat sense. It does. It makes somewhat sense. I can go with that one. Monster Hunter World is a kind of more ecological, biological perspective game. They now need to make a lore-based game. Well, here, I think since they built the ecology they use that as a starting point to make interesting lore, which they invented a lot of lore this time, which was really cool, I gotta say. Because, like, what was best is, like, you build the ecology first, make the world believable, and then what you work on after you've got that functioning properly is create the lore you want, which was, like, their Elder Dragon migration story. So, yeah, Monster Hunter World, I call it Monster Hunter 2. Because, like, everything else was, like, a spin-off of the first game, or the previous game that came out. It's just, like, a slightly better version of that. Every single game was like this. That looks really messed up. Something looks really wrong here. Something still doesn't look right. It's just a sweater. Kim's gonna fix it later, I'm sure. Gotta love the music for this game. Absolutely excellent. I had some fun with Pokemon Soul Silver lately. I brought together 3 of my friends. Also had a copy of Heart Gold Soul Silver. We played Pokethalon minigames with 4 players. So much yelling and laughs. I could see that being fun. I never played it with other people. So I always... Hold on, that's too low. That's fine. Yeah, I never really played it with other people, so it's probably what I missed out on when I did that. I think I'm done with him. Oh gosh, no, his hand. The part that I clearly was avoiding because I didn't want to draw it. In Frontier, for example, you get to fight the actual ancient Fatalis, which most literally split a continent in half. Oh. Sounds like a little much there. Like a human shouldn't really be able to handle this. No, a human shouldn't really be able to lift a greatsword either. It looks really awkward, this hand, so far. I gotta lower where that knuckle comes up. It's a small hand, too, so I'm trying not to stress over it, but I'm stressing over it. It looks really bad. It's because this is coming out of the wrong direction. If I get the wrist in, I'll get this. Your comments are there, I see them, I'm coming. It's just... stuff like this just distracts so much when I'm like, no, that's not right. It still looks bad. Something about that sounds really wrong. You can gain a stupidly high amount of athlete points after receiving the Pokedex upgrade from Oak. You can do 5 minigames instead of 3 in a row. Winner gains additional 700 points. Sheesh, no wonder Lao Shenlong is scared to death of Fatalis. Yeah, Fatalis are nasty. Something still don't look right about this, but if we zoom out and it looks fine still, then we're good. I'm gonna move that. Not great with these tiny hands. I'll give you that one. Tiny hands, not fun. Yeah, but hunters aren't really humans either. I think they're half Wyverians, superhumans or something like that. Yeah, it's weird. Hunters we play as, I'm pretty sure, are more superhuman than other superhumans. What? Wyverians know so much and we don't, and won't tell us. Yeah, they live since the Great Dragon War. You're right. Yeah, I do know that. That's like super weird thing that like they've lived for so long and won't tell hunters. Probably like ashamed of what they've done. Alright, I'll live with that. It's... No, I won't. It looks horrible. Why does it look horrible? It's this one. Whenever I bring these up to Kim, she's like, it's fine, don't worry about it, just keep going. Alright. And then I have her, like, she micromanages on my stuff, too. Her drawing, not, or her coloring, I mean. I say drawing all the time, but it's not drawing. Alright, we'll have to live with that hand. That's actually fine. Okay, we got some straight lines. Why is there one back here? Oh, right. I know what's going on. Monster Hunter is actually a game where nature fights back in reality. And they just don't give us enough plot of it, I feel like. Because there's so much there. So much you can do with that. Right, I'm gonna draw straight through her on this side. Whoa! Just drawn straight through her. Now I'll erase later. I should have drawn the lines first. So now I'm kind of stuck. It's just a theory. The hunter characters we play are more superhumans than... Oh. Oh, you have. Okay, I was gonna say that. I don't know where that one came from. Obviously gonna erase most of that. Just wanna make sure it lines up with the end there. Crap. Too much. Just in case I'm gonna cut it in a bit. Alright, right about there. Cool. Yeah, I don't really know about the superhuman thing because I've never... The only, like, superhuman stuff that they do is have crazy energy to, like, leap up mountains. You know, we could just, like, run practically up the mountain because it was just frustrating being so slow in the older games. That's why they changed it. But still, you know, being able to hold your breath for, like, gosh, like 5 minutes? While you're swinging a sword and fighting underwater, you know. You would lose your breath in like 10 seconds, even if you were a professional athlete. You swing something like that around, you get hit once, the wind's knocked out of you. And you don't want the wind knocked out of you underwater. Just based on the fact that the hunters in the story mode of the games are usually stumped by mid-tier monsters in low rank, while our hunter goes on to fight the embodiment of gods in the games. Yeah. That never really makes sense. But you can't just say that you randomly have superhuman strength. I think the game attributes it to just a lot of talent and experience. And slowly being able to get the right stuff to bring to the smithy to build better things. Which would make sense in reality, I mean... This is a little weird. Still kind of weird, but I'll live with that. Kind of wish it connected, but... Yeah, the main campaign hunter is always, like, phenomenally better. But I think it's just because video games love buttering you up. You're like, oh, you're so great. Look at how good you are. You know, it's feel-good writing. You know, that's all that is. And to do that, they're like, our other hunters are so bad, they can't do things. But granted, even the small hunters, like, do show up and assist you with other stuff. Like, whoa, that was messed up. That was apparently necessary. It's more of a ball nose. That's how short nose looks. For example, there's a hunter in Freedom Unite who acts kind of the mentor figure. Was brought to the end of his career by a low-rank Tigrex. You meanwhile get to fight 2 G-rank Tigrexes at once. Well, I know, but the ranking system... It never really works in terms of story. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I don't really know how... I mean, I get it, the ranking thing, but that was for story mode. Story mode, he had to get brought down by a Tigrex. That's just how they had to explain it. These eyes are not the same height. This should be more open. It's theorized that the hunters were descended from original humans that train themselves to withstand the Elder Dragon's outlandish powers. Feels like that's a little far-fetched. I mean, they all seem kind of far-fetched when you think about it, just because it's all so weird. You know, the whole thing is weird. None of this really should make any sense, but... Oh, shoot, which direction am I making her look? Up or down now? Well, she's looking up in the ink. She's not looking up in the sketch. I just gotta put that other eye in there. Actually, before I even get too detailed with other eyes, gotta figure out what someone's face actually is. This music. Like, what's happening? I kind of remember it in the original game, though. Just don't remember when it plays. And now it just seems, like, out of place and strange. You don't understand it as a means of seeing how powerful such experience a particular monster has. A G-rank Tigrex may have better genetics or exposed to harsher environments conditions, making it stronger. I mean, it could just be an age thing, but still, how would you separate them in the same environment but going to the same place? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't that what deviant monsters are all based on? Yeah, so exactly. It's like, they can't all be like that. I don't know. I don't get it at all. Sorry, I just don't get it. I really feel like they're just not focusing on the lore. That's why they're like, as far as Japan is concerned, it's a grind game. As far as America's concerned, we want more. America, or I shouldn't just say America, the West in general. The West wants more out of a game than just to be able to grind stuff. In fact, you know, just to make sure this is in the right spot, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not drawing in the wrong place. I'm just gonna put it where it goes. Should rotate a little bit too. Not that much. Right about there. That's better. Music sounds like it would play over a montage of Hamster failing to draw various things. Failing. Alright guys, here's a cactus. Get ready. This is gonna be the best cactus you've ever seen. Hold on. I think I got it right. They grow sort of like this. Right? And then they got like thorns on them. That's what cactuses look like, right? It's where they grow too. You grow them out of these orange gourd-like objects. At least that's how I believe you draw a cactus. So I could be wrong about the stem thing, but I'm pretty positive that's how it works. Yeah, so I'd like to speak on behalf of Europe saying we want more Monster Hunter lore games. Yeah. Lore? Well, actually, the big thing that I asked for originally was a working ecology, and we got that, so I'm thrilled. Lore is the next thing. Granted, I mean, even in World, they gave us a lot of lore, and it was good. I can only imagine where they're going to take it from here. That one's way too low. In fact, I'm going to excavate a bit. It's all touch sensitive, so I'm trying to make sure I don't screw it up. The bottom little piece of the eye, and then that thingy. There, better. Alright, lines. Give me lines. Not that one. Okay, gonna put that other pupil in there, and then I can actually throw hair on top of this. There are food chains! There are! You can see, Aptonauts, you know, they drinking water and they get swallowed by a great Jagras, who gets eaten by a Devil Joe. Devil Joe's killed by a hunter and eaten by revultures, and the cycle continues. It's like, it's so interesting. So much more. The scariest cactus I've ever seen. It's in the sheets. That was a cactus. It was a cactus. I don't know where you guys have been, but that's what cactuses look like. Obviously a joke. but it was the best cactus you ever saw in your entire life, and you know it. Don't lie to yourself. I forget. Was this like twins or something? Or like a kid? There, that's better. Okay. But more than lore, it was a rules of nature type thing. I want history of Wyverians. Well, here, I mean, they gave you new lore. They did. They just didn't explain the old stuff. So I think it's what you're saying is you want them to explain that. It's like, all right, now that's nice and all, but get back to business. And I totally do. I want Wyverians. OP monsters would make anime protagonists look weak. Yes. But at the same time, when they do that too much, I start losing believability in the game, you know? So I want to make sure that it's still possible that one person can do it. Because that's like the fun of the game. It's like going, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm somehow going to do this. Gotta love Slateport. Unless you don't. Great Jagras doesn't get eaten by Devil Joe, he gets chew-toyed by Devil Joe. Over here, how about this then? Great Jagras is eaten by Anjanath, who is eaten by Devil Joe. And then Devil Joe is destroyed by moi, cause I love killing me some Devil Joes. Actually, I don't like where those are. I gotta do the bangs first. Bangs are a mess. And I want it to strike right through the eye, but I don't really have a choice. I'm gonna go back and erase now. Just a thing that happens. Alright. It's so hard to do this part. Make sure that Kim colors the right segments the right color. I'm probably gonna move where her mole's supposed to be, just because I go through pages later and make sure I'm like, alright, did I remember everything that I tend to forget on characters? Which, for her, I forget eyelashes, which characters look really weird without them. And I forget this. I'm just gonna scoot a little bit to the side so you can see it. Alright, cool. There. Done. Did the thing. Alright, there. Looks good. At least that side. Oh yes, that cactus was quite exquisite and a brilliantly distinguished smile. Smiling cactuses. Let's be real, everyone in reality gets chew-toyed by Devil Joe. Kiss, of course, for my boy, Basil. Basil's the only one who can hold his own against that thing, which is pretty impressive. You gotta give Basil that. You know what? Have the equivalent of a small nuke point blank in your face. And the thing is, Joe just kind of goes, you know what? There's easier things for me to eat. That's the only reason. The only reason Basil gets away. There's easier things to eat. I could go for some Uragon right now. Alright, originally that went out a lot farther and it doesn't need to. Also, I can shave that off. Funny thing, I fought Joe recently just for funsies. His attacks tickled a lot. I even purposely got hit by his dragon breath. All I did was laugh, saying, "Who's the food chain dominator now?" Yeah, there's a point where you can upgrade your stuff in Monster Hunter to a ludicrous degree, and it kind of like busts the game. That's why I was never a big fan of the high rank, G rank concept. I don't know. Something about it just, I don't know. Is it just me? It feels like it makes the game a little. It destroys everything about low rank for the sake of saying, all right, here you can play on New Game Plus. You know, it's basically all you're doing. It's a glorified New Game Plus. Too harsh? I don't know. That's just the way I've always felt about it. Oh shoot, her eyelashes typically go through the hair. I should have not done that. Mobby. Whatever. gonna be mad to see me drawing this close. I shouldn't be. That needs to come down out there. It's too big. Speaking of Basil, if he does not have a Savage variant, I would be very surprised if he doesn't in Iceborne. Just has a Mother of All Bombs attack and G-Rank Iceborne. I will honestly riot. Or just be really sad and sulk alone in my room, either way. Blazing Gamer, I can't see that not happening. Every other intruder... Ooh, not every other intruder. Almost every other intruder has a form like that, and they got it in the sequential game in its G-Rank form. So, I can't see that not happening, man. I think you can sleep soundly on that one. I'm trying to get this line just right, and it's still bothering me because of this right here, that little spot. All right, cool. So can I finally stop drawing your face? Oh, whoops. Hold up. Nope. Forgot you got earrings. That's another thing I gotta keep looking for. In the next book, Kim's dressing the characters. In the next book, Kim gave her 2 necklaces. Count them, 2. Also, I had to get the strap first. I gotta draw over everything. Raki, Rajang, and Joe all have Savage variants. Which one doesn't? Jan Garuga. I don't think he does. He's the first one. And Garuga, I don't think ever got... There we go. I don't think Garuga ever got one, other than a deviant form. Which doesn't count. That's not a Savage form. Oh, I'm gonna erase this spot anyway. Her hand is here. Juice should have a variant, it's only fair. I can't imagine Juice won't have one. I just want new monsters and Fatalis and Iceborne, Arc-Tempered Fatalis, shiver me timbers. Oh, God. That would just... That sounds all kinds of not fun. No. Alright, back to what I was doing. Alright, that's all the hair on that side. And I'll stop there too. Wait, no, Garuga has the one-eared Garuga. Yeah, but that's not... Yeah, Garuga's ancient. Yeah, but that's the original, man. Come on, that's the original. You can't say it happened every time if it didn't happen the first time. Right? Come on. Give me that one. I was right. I was right about a thing. And the internet was wrong. Drawing clavicles. Clavicles are a thing. This is always a nice route. The music in this game is just awesome. I'm gonna erase it second. But one-eared Garuga has been a thing since... Yes, I get that, but it's not... What the Savage mode means is during the monster's Rage mode, that becomes the new normal mode, and then there's a Rage mode above that. That's not what one-eared Garuga is. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Garuga also doesn't really have a substantially different Rage mode. I mean, you can tell when you're fighting him in Rage mode, but it's not like substantially different enough to where, if you made a Savage version, you'd really be able to tell? So, I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of messy. Maybe there should be a third cousin to the Yon family. Well, I mean, Kulu. Kulu is. More the dangerous than Garuga, stares out in space, is nervous. Oh. You think there's gonna be a Kulu Garuga? I didn't think of that. Think of Kulu Garuga. Oh, man. That could be so freaky. I see Savage as just one up version of the original variant, kind of like a Super Saiyan boost. Yeah, but that's not what they are. Like, all the other Savage versions and Furious Rajang, Raging Brachydios, they're all the same thing. They take the monster at its base form, and that's gone. The Rage mode is now the normal, and then they make a new Rage mode for it to go into. That's why the Brachy was so bad, because his explosions happen immediately in Rage mode. So basically the whole Brachy was based on him exploding immediately. No, dear God, no, no! Yeah, we might be fighting Kulu Garuga. That sounds all kinds of nope. All kinds of nope. Just throwing that thought in your mind. In case you needed more nightmares today. You thought he was docile. You thought he was nothing. And Kulu Garuga shows up. So remember the name of the quest for the One-Eyed Garuga in Freedom Unite. I suffered so much to complete that quest. There's a lot of quests in that game that are just like, oh, suffer-worthy. Though, I'm still going to say, and I throw this out there, the absolute hardest quest in any Monster Hunter game ever, it's in the first game. It is in the first game. It doesn't matter how bad you think you have it. In the ones you're playing now, nothing can possibly get worse than this one quest in the first game. Quest names are really poetic at times. The Elegy for a Lone Wolf. Yes, there's some very nice ones that they do come up with. But I'm still gonna stand by that. The first one is definitely got the hardest single quest in it. It's just like, what the heck were they thinking kind of bad. And it was mainly because of the fact that they weren't planning on solo players to do it, ever. You had to do it online, and since the servers are down, it's not possible to do it with other people. You gotta solo it. It's the final quest in the game after you've beaten everything. For the record, the original game does not have, let me read this comment first. Close to fighting Furious and Savage generations, I feel the Tyson punches to fate, but are in a heavy breathing, yeah. So anyway, in that original game, there is no high rank unless you played online, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind when I tell you this. There's no high rank unless you had already played online. Now, you can play online if the servers were up, which they're not. The desert. And you can play one quest that is high rank. One. Normally. And it's the quest I'm talking about. So basically you have only low rank stuff. Even if it's the best stuff in the game, this quest is nearly impossible. Even Atomic Thomas, who's on here a lot, you know, we know how great he is a Monster Hunter and how much time he puts into it. He has not beaten this quest. I don't know anyone who has beaten this quest. I don't think you can beat it. So basically, it is a high rank quest, and like I mentioned, keep in mind, you only have low rank stuff, okay? With only low rank stuff, defeat Rathalos and Rathian at the same time in the freaking swamp, I think. Disgustingly hard to navigate and fight area. There's Bufangos and stuff everywhere. You're low rank, they're both high rank, and it's like the first quest in that game where you're fighting multiple monsters. There's no HP cut. They both have full HP, full high rank HP, and then there's you on the floor, dying a lot. It's just like nearly impossible. I have the original game. I've gotten very far in it. I have not gotten to the point where that quest has shown up. Like, the Plesioth kind of stopped me, like, oh my gosh, this is just so aggravating. What am I doing to myself? I'm just, like, causing myself duress. But still. Ugh. I know where my supers are. Yeah, but the developer of the first game are sadists. Yeah, the first game already is stupid hard. Stupid hard. Like, monsters are purely designed just to piss you off. Take forever. Like I said, Plesioth. I honestly think Cephadrome, he was making me scream and like throw my controller. And I normally don't get mad at games. That was just awful. Cephadrome. Ugh. So bad. So freaking bad. But anyways, actually I gotta clean up that finger. But anyway, yeah, just, if you have, just imagine that. Even if you do it in another game, you know, if you tried to find a quest with Rathalos, Rathian, and fight them only with 1 rank down of gear, you gotta remember there's so much less monsters in the first game to work with to get you the gear. And then you only get like 3 monster parts at best, assuming you kill a monster, which takes you about a half an hour at the quickest. If you win, and if you lose, obviously you get nothing. Pre-service is nostalgia being, but I wish they would make the games as difficult as the 2nd and 3rd gens. I agree with that one. Gen 2 and Gen 3. Gen 2's a little tougher. Gen 2's like, how do I describe this? It's like almost as hard as the first game, but for better reasons. It's still hard largely because the controls are so bad on the PSP, if that's the one you were playing. But still, like, the difficulty, it wasn't like the game just hates you, and it is going to show you how much it hates you. I think I even wrote a Let's Be Honest episode about the original Monster Hunter. Wrote is different than finished, obviously. It takes so much time to make those episodes. Geez, it's like arming a baby with a plank of wood and throwing it into a bear pit. Yes. Yes. It's basically what it feels like starting that. Doors take forever to open in Metroid Prime. Yeah. That's just a loading problem. The game was like, I mean, think about it. It's an interesting, like, near open world, 3-dimensional Metroid game. Nothing else was like that. The fact that it even functions is pretty amazing. So, yeah, it's disappointing. Kind of wish it was a little better, but at the same time, that original Metroid Prime game is just spectacular. Alrighty, there, let's get that arm in properly. I mean, with Extreme, with an Ancient Lesson are very difficult from what I've heard, but they're just hard for the sake of being hard. There's no real technique to it. Exactly. I totally agree with you. And I wasn't going to throw that out there and be like one of those players who's like, oh, but these monsters are so much harder than they were before. I'm like, bullcrap. You didn't play the original games. And there's something so satisfying about a hunt lasting 30 minutes and finally taking a monster down. That's so much fun. That is honestly why I started playing Monster Hunter on my channel. I wanted fights like that. That's why it's what I do on my channel. It's why you see me hunt the really hard stuff that takes me forever. That looks really messed up. Needs to be sharper. Just no. All of that is a no. It's gotta have an angle. First I gotta put the knuckles in, I think. And their multiplayer. Oh, hey, that's my coffee mug. Welcome to the stream. I'm drawing today for my graphic novel, just basically chatting with you guys about whatever happens to come up. And at the moment, it's lots of Monster Hunter, and we're listening to some awesome music from Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I never really got to like sit down and listen to this soundtrack, so gosh, this hand is just not working with me right now. Sometimes it works to just like get the fingers started like that, and then like connect the rest of it and see if there's something really screwed up here. Something just doesn't look right here. Kim would be able to notice it right away. It's always easier to tell, like, when you screwed up a hand if someone else looks at it for you. I don't know, you guys might be able to notice it. trying to shorten those witch-long fingers. Obviously, we don't want. Hey, Crazy Crafter. Welcome to the stream as well. We were talking about Monster Hunter World and all sorts of nonsense. I'm struggling getting this hand looking the way I want it, so. It's getting closer, but still not quite there yet. I might live with that. I mean, you wouldn't see the thumb. Alright, there's no real adrenaline rush anymore. It's just spam potions, hit and roll, get more items on the box, rinse, repeat. Yeah, and especially if you're playing it online, like, you destroy stuff so fast. It's just, it doesn't feel like the same game anymore. You know, is that so much, is that too far? That's just the way I feel. That's why I really dislike Generations so much. No, hold on, it was fine without that, just get rid of that. All of that. Drawing hands, one of the hardest things in the universe. Yeah, crazy. I'm clearly zoomed in too, so once you zoom out and turn the sketches off, it's gotta hold up. It doesn't quite look right, but at the same time, I don't want to get this much closer and deal with it. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm not messing with it any more than that. I have yet to experience the terror of seeing a Tigrex limping towards you when you have 2 feints and completely run out of potions and a last stretch of HP. It's either you or it at that point. Yeah, I gotta say, there's a lot of moments where I've run into it just playing the games solo. Mostly with, high rank solo, I think is like the best difficulty I've liked. In the older games. World high rank solo is very doable, but you start doing high rank Elder Dragon solo, they clearly made those for groups, and that's kind of irritating. Also, the problem with the left armpit, yeah, I'm kind of looking at that too. Well, her right, not the left. Yeah, the hand is kind of in a different position because she's kind of moving, but at the same time. Also, the whole thing may be the shoulder in the wrong spot. The shoulder, if it were here, then this attaches at the natural position. That's what I gotta do. Nice call, by the way. That looks a lot better where it's gonna be. We gotta get rid of that line. That was the original shoulder, I think. Okay. Yeah, I did it useful! You did it useful, Blazing Gamer! Just nice! Is her thumb holding up the bag string thing? Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't, it just lines up there. It's not really gonna be important, that's just a thing she's wearing. I haven't drawn the rest of her body yet. Also, I think the problem might be that left arm. Okay, I read that. Don't get me wrong, I love World. Yeah, I love World too. I'm just afraid that they'll stray too far from the formula and get me addicted. That got me addicted to the game. Yeah, that's why I largely want to play World solo. And when I see new quests that are like really cool, well done, I want to play them by myself. And when they're not doable by myself, and I only have to play it with a group, and then when the group kills something too quickly, it's just. Yeah, that arm is too far to the side. Crap, what do I do? I could select the entire freaking thing and move it over. I don't want to do that, but I might. I didn't see it until it was too late. I'm just gonna grab that like this and. I think this whole arm needs to come in like that. Basically, put it back on her body. Yeah. I got lines to fix, but that's where it would be. It wouldn't be way out there. Yeah, I did it useful. I need to get back to Monster Hunter. I was hoping that rumor of a new game for the Switch was true. I'm kind of hoping they find a crazy way to get World working on the Switch. You know, because with the compression technology now, you know, even it's just been a year, but I feel like they could pull it off. there'd be a lot of download files and stuff still, but it would also change the LOD significantly. I think you could still do it. Call me crazy, I think you can pull it off. Hold on. That moved. There, doable. All the usefuls, man. I'd love to see a Let's Play of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on this channel. I was gonna do it. The only thing about that, I refuse to do it on a PSP. I've started that game with a PSP, I've played it on PSP. I haven't beaten it on PSP. The controls on it are terrible on PSP. I just can't. I'm gonna try kneeling a bit. I just can't on PSP. Just no. All kinds of no. It's light in here. Dark. My favorite visor in Metro Prime 1 is the thermal visor. Oh, man. I love the X-ray, where like she holds the gun arm out and you can see like through like the bones and everything. It's like, oh gosh, the level of detail they did. It's astounding. They went so much farther than they had to. Alright, now shirt. It's back here. I don't think I'd see pants at this level. No, probably not. Monster Hunter World is proven to actually be able to run on the Switch. Really? I don't know how you prove that, but I am very glad to hear that. What concerned me about it was the size. You know, it's just a large game. Obviously, HD is going to prove to be problematic too. As an 8-year-old child playing it until I was about 14, honestly, got used to the controls and didn't find them that bad. Only after coming back and playing after 4 did I start to struggle. Yeah, it's the, how do I even describe it? It's the claw. I can't do it. Like, I mean, I can do it, but not for long. And I play Monster Hunter for a long time, and like, and if I start stressing out, that is not the game to be playing. It would really cause me some issues. The gym leader battle that we heard before would only explain this music now. I would think so. Oh shoot, no, I would shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna see a little bit of. I'm just making extra lines. Kim will figure it out. There, bottom of the pants. I'm not drawing any more than that. Now, armpit, and I think we're good. It still sticks out too far. Like I should probably like do the thing I did before where I grab the arm and force it in a bit. Yeah, I don't want to do it. That's so much work. Yeah, you're right, it looks weird. She's like half turning though. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. Kim gets mad when I overwork things. I'm not touching it. Okay. Oh, actually, yes, there's a lot of copy pasting going on here. So now I can actually save some time. Because, let's see. He doesn't move. These lines stay the same. Largely. Then we can go right back up and boom. Haha, cheating. I'm gonna move a lot of stuff though. Wait, oh wait. Oh, I'm confused. This one. Because you can see, like, I am gonna obviously move eyes a little bit. Line things back up. Problem isn't with controls as much as with the lack of lock-on. See, even with lock-on, I don't really play with lock-on that much. I'm used to finessing it, because lock-on really screwed up underwater fighting in 3. I'm used to, I mean, I will have lock-on if I'm like, crap, we're the monster and I quickly need to see, But otherwise, I will finesse them on camera with the given controls. In Freedom Unite, it's just so difficult. PSP just had the most awkward, uncomfortable handheld. Yeah. Had a friend who adored it so much, or abhorred it so much, he threw it against the wall, then the trash. Huh. It's what a lot of people are saying because of software and whatnot they used. Honestly, I just believe it because I want it to happen. Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna want to preserve my inks here, so I believe if it's the top one and we merge down, it keeps the... Dang it, it doesn't keep the name. I want my name to stay the same. So now we merge down and throw my mask back on it. Alright, cool. Did my thing. Oh, shoot. Inks. I want brush. I didn't even know what the claw was. The claw was a thing. I control the camera with my thumb, just... Yeah, you have to do it with your thumb. Used to alternating... Oh, you alternated very quickly between the directionals and the analog, and it got me pretty far. That's a thing you could do. I'm actually going to keep the bottoms of the eye. Just for the direction of where it's got to go. But yikes, that's, Ugh. Drawing like that is just so messy. Why am I seeing pixels? Yep, as soon as you see pixels, you're in too close. Oh shoot, he's looking up too high. I only stopped playing because my directional button stopped working all of a sudden and I got stuck on Rajang. Oh. Certainly not the place to get stuck with that monster. Yeah. I don't know if I could pull that. Because I was thinking if I could use my gaming controller and somehow emulate the game, I might play it, but it's just because I am not doing it on PSP, and I looked up ways to try and do it. I don't know. And would it even be that popular of a series? I'm not even sure, because I would love to do more Monster Hunter, especially the difficult, obviously, forcefully solo stuff. But, I'm not sure if it would work out well, do well. Yeah, sounds like Rajang just really wanted to win. Basically a death trap anytime something goes wrong in that game. Yeah. That game is just a death trap, though. That's what it feels like playing it. Really tried to like Monster Hunter Generations, but I was never able to put as much time into it as I did 4U. That's probably for the best, because 4U is the better game. But still. They're both Monster Hunter. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, but it, you know, Monster Hunter Generations is so much better. I will never see that. Because of the things that they compromised. The quality over quantity thing. It's such a problem with that game. Reality, it just takes some time getting used to it with some patience and love and care. Love that game dearly, and the controls really didn't deter me. Wait, you emulate a game on PC? Wait, if you emulate a game on PC, can't you just stick a controller in and play it? Exactly, Blazing. That's what I'm talking about. So if I could emulate it, I'd probably play, you know, if I, you know, got all the controls functioning the way that I liked them. I could probably do it. That's why I said I would only emulate the darn thing. I own it. So you're allowed to do that, right? That's actually, I don't remember where that is, but I remember reading that somewhere. Like, there's some legal thing. If you actually own the game you're emulating, you're legally allowed to emulate it. If you don't, then it's illegal. So now you guys know that. Don't emulate games that you don't own. Just trying to fix that up. It looks a little weird. Sort of fixed it, sort of not really. Alright, this face is also a little weird to me. It might clean up a bit if I move the eye down a bit. It looks like they're separated too far. I actually managed to emulate the game on PC a while back. Really now? I mean, it's not something I'd be like wanting to do soon. I just started a PC game that I'm playing, MMZR, and that's gonna be on it for a while, so maybe if we have a lack of Monster Hunter soon, which I don't expect, might happen, but still. Gonna move his jacket out of the way. Gotta do more freaking hands. Hey, there's a school in my country where they hand over cracked Photoshop to their students? Oh my gosh. Be that guy and alert Adobe. They will attack them so hard, so ruthlessly, and so quickly. Seriously, like, it will be an utter onslaught if you want to watch a real show. Actually, I feel like it just needs to go over like that more and then rotate a bit. Nope, that looks wonky. Am I overthinking things? I feel like I didn't even move anything. Maybe this one's now the wrong one. I don't know. Might have helped a little bit. That just looks weird. It just always looks weird. I'm gonna undo that. Put it back. Andy. I played Monster Hunter Portable 3rd on PSP emulator on my phone. It was slow in the village, but normal during hunts. Didn't put much into that game. Adobe is not amused. Adobe will wring you out to dry. Honestly, I reckon one, whoa. How did that happen? Oh, right, well, that's my zoom right now, I forgot. My controls on my tablet. No, go back out. Alright, well, let's just get this started anyway, this crap show. Nope. Maybe that's it, the hair looks too big on that one side? I don't know. It's just so screwy. Honestly, I recommend it. Students themselves will report it to Adobe. Everyone hates it there, and most people only go there because it's the only place where certain courses are taught. Oh. I feel bad when it's like, they're clearly doing it for the sake of learning, but clearly, it's very illegal. You don't teach someone to do something illegally. It's just so bad. It is so bad. So, Blazing Gamer, can you identify why this face looks weird? I mean, you can kind of see what this character looks like before. I'm not getting why am I screwing this one up? Oh shoot, her ear's gotta be like, oh I see, there's the earlobe, so the hair's gotta like come over here. Okay. Trying to get the freaking jewelry right. Some students see teachers going into their staff rooms with a sandwich 20 minutes after their lesson with them has supposedly started. After 10 minutes, they receive an email saying it's canceled. Oh my gosh. Where the heck do you live? I obviously don't mean that like, don't tell me details. I mean just like, what country? That sounds horrible. Just casually waiting for Steven's battle theme and Zinnia's. I can never say her name right. Dyslexia is so annoying. Oh, I forget what this one was. Maybe it's the fact that there's no bangs here. Education isn't really bad here. It's just a specific school has a lot of questionable stuff. Okay. That's good. But still, that one's much. That looks really weird. Okay, I'm gonna live with that for now. But still, I feel like I need some sort of hair in the middle. This face is still bothering me for some reason, and I'm not sure what it is. I can, feel like I've drawn her a million times. And I have, actually. I've done so many drawings of this character, but that one angle, it's just an odd angle to draw. You think the face might be small in comparison to the hair. Cool. Let's try that. Because Kim actually told me to do the opposite. But saying that looks more accurate. I think you're onto something there. Does that look better? Obviously, I can mess with the inks or the sketch really quick. I live in Malta, by the way, if you're curious. Malta. Man, where in the world's Malta? Call me the dummy. I don't know where Malta is. We'll see if you know where specifically Cincinnati is, and maybe never mind. I'm thrown off there as just the dummy or person, but oh, I love this root music. Very triumphant. This is gonna curl back around by her neck. If I can get it to show up right there. It's right under Sicily. Small island, population under 40,000 or 400,000 people. Okay, now I know where you are. No one knows where Malta is. Don't worry, I don't blame you. I know where, now I know where you're talking, but before I was like, dude, what? That place sounds delicious. But so actually, man, that's a great place to be though, I would think. I don't know much about the country, but still, just like where you are in the world, great climate, I would think. Not sure about the kinds of people that live there. I can only hope that they're good. Actually, I'm gonna lower that shoulder substantially. To like here. But yeah, Malta. Malta. Don't know much about it. So, yeah, I mean, I was never that great with geography because I feel like they never really taught me much. In my classes, they just kind of like went over the same stuff over and over again, and we never really got anywhere. Like each year, it was always the same thing, especially history. It was the worst with history. They would basically just teach the same things over and over again each year. So it would always feel like, well, we know everything from the American Civil War, is where they always started, up to the beginning of World War II, where it always ended. So basically, no one knew any modern history. I've since had to look it all up and learn from like podcasts and stuff like that. Actually, this hair should really start from down here. Whoa, no it shouldn't. No it shouldn't, I said. I'm gonna erase this segment. Eek, wrong again. Oh no, people are nice. Food is really good. I would expect the food to be really good. Climate is really sunny and hot. I don't know if I'd be able to tolerate that. It gets freezing here though. I mean, it goes from like super hot to super cold in a matter of like days. And it's just painful to live here. Just looked up images of Malta. It looks like a really nice place to go for vacation. You know, judging by the location, it sounds like you get tourists there. Anywhere you might be, you're about 30 minutes away from the sea at all times. That sounds awesome, though. Don't really have any issues with the country itself. Nice place to live in. Man, you're making me want to move. Though the downside to living there is the heat, and I gotta say, I would not be able to tolerate the heat. And I don't want to say that as like, you know, let me see. How do I put this? I live in an area, like I said, that drastically changes its temperature very, very quickly. And that's what drives me insane. I want somewhere to be stable. Though, if it was going to be stably one thing, I would prefer it to be, I don't know, tolerable? Cincinnati's never freaking tolerable. Weather in Pennsylvania is the same. Well, probably because of Ohio and Pennsylvania are right next to each other. Yeah. Well, the problem with Cincinnati in particular is it's in this valley surrounded by a bunch of hills right by a river, and it's kind of in the center of a bunch of flat areas. So, like, weather is always really weird, and fronts will get caught here and then get hit with others and immediately change to, like, yeah, like a 30, 40 degree difference. Oh, you're saying highest you get is about 30, 40 degrees Celsius mid-August. I don't know Celsius very well. I'm a Fahrenheiter. Unfortunately, I'm a stupid American, and I was never really taught how to use Celsius. So, of course, I don't really know it very well. Though, I gotta tell you, I wish we used the metric system over here. That one drives me nuts. You know, not going metric is one thing that we absolutely need to do here. I hope I can get this eye looking correct. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's close. The mouth's also kind of wonky the way I have it drawn here. And now I'm putting the eyelashes over it. It's like I can't make up my mind which way I'm gonna go. 140 degrees Fahrenheit, it's the absolute worst. Oh, 104? It's been 104 here. Fahrenheit. It's also been, just to calculate this back into Celsius for you, it has been, just from what I can remember, here, my house, every winter we'll get to around like -10 sometimes. And that's before the wind chill decides to be a dick and make it somewhere around like -20, -30. America, we don't know Celsius. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I don't want to say we're stupid, it's just the fact that, you know, education system's not great. And I work in education, largely. How am I gonna get this mouth right? That looks a little better, because I know what the lines are, and obviously it's a little different. Oh no, really bad winters, maybe we'll get to around 4 degrees Celsius, which I have no idea what that is. The problem is a Celsius degree is nowhere close to like what a Fahrenheit degree is, so they're like totally off. But still, Celsius, your freezing is 0, so 4 degrees Celsius. Man, that is nice weather. I'd go out in a t-shirt and shorts in that weather. Because like, it'll drastically change. Oh, when I mean like, it'll drastically change, it'll jump from like the crazy hot, like it'll be 90 degrees one day. Here, just from this last summer to the recent winter, it went, in one day, it went from, it was 70 degrees outside, and it was the one tolerable day. It was actually hot the day before, 90, but it was 70 the next day. The day after, it was below freezing. One day. Remember, stupid people that made our measuring system are, well, no, it's the fact that people won't accept the new way to measure things. I mean, like, measuring things with feet? You know, like, are you stupid? It's just dumb. And the whole metric system, it functions on digits of 10. It's so easy to do the math in your head. But of course, no, that just takes too much effort to change, so. Here we are. Our education system sucks. I saw this sign at one of these schools, you know, those light up signs in front of the schools, and it says, a great place to learn. And great is spelled G-R-A-T-E. Like, oh no. Oh no. I'm really trying to fix this face, because it's basically gonna get copied twice. And Chris. Oh yeah, move deleter. Why is there another version of this song? What the heck are we listening to? Gotta say, it sounds way better than the first one I played. I never heard this in the game. 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. It's 33, but yeah. So that's the worst I've experienced. We also do not have snow, or we have about 5 minutes of snow, which evaporates instantly, right? Oh, we get ice. And it'll freeze your car solid. That's what I love about Africa. It gets cold, but not freezing. I need to live somewhere closer to the equator, but at the same time, I want to live somewhere that it's, like, cool outside, but it doesn't get freezing, and it doesn't burn. I'm in the worst place on the planet. I actually heard Cincinnati, Ohio, by, people who, meteorologists. By meteorologists, they actually joke and say, Cincinnati, Ohio is the worst place on the planet for predicting the weather. And it's because of everything, those factors I was telling you guys about before. I heard that and I was like, oh my gosh, why do I live here? Kind of thought throwing one of these in here from this direction would look better. And I think it does. She's leaning her head that way anyway, so it looks a little better. Alright, that looks way better than the sketch. Okay, I feel a lot better about that now. I think it's May's theme sounds more upbeat than Brendan's version. Really? Okay, never mind, then the May one is what I was used to. Had a non-existent winter here because it's so freaking humid. Ugh. If you want, I can send you an image of what it looks like over here, the absolute supposed height of winter on Twitter. You could. And then I don't have a shot of like a horrendous winter because typically I go dormant like I do when it's hot outside. I only go outside, like, I'll open my windows. How about this? I'm gonna go watch a play, bye, okay. Oh yeah, we watch a play. I was like, watch a play, what are you talking about? Like, oh yeah, what do people do? So anyway, the coldest winter, I'll only feel comfortable, or any time of the year, I'll only feel comfortable opening my window, like, 5 days out of the year, and it's the few days when the temperature is rocketing down from, you know, 100 degrees or 90 to some degrees Fahrenheit, and it's dropping down to freezing and below freezing. Why? And actually, we just passed those days, I think, because now it's too hot outside. It was tolerable, now it's too hot outside. I'm gonna get this strap working. And this music they did a good job with remixing. I'll give them that one. If you want, I can send you an image of what it looks like over here. Oh, I heard that. I already read it. Gotta watch play. I'll send you a picture through your direct message on Twitter if you want. Oh, God. Oh, sure. Yeah. I'll pull it up later. I shouldn't do it now. So, okay, hold on. Oh, God. I was looking at Pokemon Go's icon notification thing on my phone, and it was like a friend sent you a gift, but the icon looked exactly like the drawing of someone like throwing away like litter or like dog poop or something, like one of those signs. Like, what? It just looked really messed up. And obviously that's not what it was. It was like, where'd that ink go? Oh, I drew that. You saw my mouse do it. I don't know why that didn't show up. Found a post on Facebook, the weather cycle for the South. Spring, summer, 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 more summer. Fall, just kidding, more summer, summer. Winter, summer, summer, and finally summer. Well, I mean, you're closer to the equator. Technically, there are no seasons there. That's just how it works. But of course, in America, you're not that close to the equator, but it depends on what they meant by south. I always loved this shop theme. Even when I'm like, I was stuck at work sometimes when I had to work in like a department store, and just trying to desperately not listen to the god-awful music they were playing. I would like play this in my head just to try and make myself feel better. It would work for a large part. I mean, not really, but still, it was better than listening to, God, with the crap they would play. I'm telling you, the crap they would play. We also get a climate change in the ocean to thank for that. Well, I mean, in different regions of the world, absolutely. That iRoll was not, I'm not one of those people. But, at the same time, like, we're not seeing it as much in, like, a seasonal thing. It's more of, how do you describe this? An overall, very slight degree of temperature change, which is causing serious problems, specifically in the ocean. Like, acidity things. Certain fish just can't live in certain acidic waters. And when you heat water, it becomes more acidic, and even if though it's by, you know, the entire ocean, enough to make the entire ocean go up by just like a small bit of a degree, that's substantial. Can you think of here, like, you know how much heat it takes just to boil like a pot of water? Obviously, that's adding a lot of heat to it. Now, imagine taking all that heat and dispersing it through like a swimming pool. You're probably not even gonna feel that it was like a degree hotter, right, in that swimming pool. Imagine all of the heat that would be necessary to make the entire ocean 1 degree higher. So it's frightening how much heat's going in there. But yeah, I got what you're saying. I was just trying to make sure that what I was saying was not taken out of context either. I think I can get away with not doing pants here. It would be like too many details, like really tiny right here anyway. Typically like the rib area here. Just back out again to the, oh dear, that's overlapping. Get a climate change. If you're coming to Malta, I have no money, man. I can't even go to like the aquarium here anymore. I used to, which is where this whole thing is based off of that I'm drawing. Hold on, while you're saying that, I'm gonna draw this really quick. Not that far. Don't be a dumb. Don't be a dumb. Why am I being a dumb? You have to, hands down, try the rabbit liver. Ugh. Why would a Maltese rabbit taste better than a disgusting little rodent that I'm gonna find here eating my plants in the backyard? Dang, nature, you scary. Makes sense though. Sup, bros? Fireflame Gamer, welcome. I'm drawing boobs. What just happened? Done though. I'm actually drawing the rest of her top and then arms and hands. Because it's tradition. I don't think I can pull that one off. I gotta say, found a broken plastic sword from my childhood and I lost its handle. Used some Sekiro sculptor skills to give it a wood handle. I sadly got rid of this original sword that I was building for the longest time. It was a master sword. I had the hilt and it looked really cool. Rabbit liver's honestly delicious. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Did you ever play Castlevania Circle of the Moon? No. I've only played Symphony of the Night. I don't want to be that guy, but I've only played Symphony of the Night. I've seen the others. I know what they are. I've seen reviews of them. But, oh, hold on, that line's way off. No, I haven't actually gotten to play any others. I know I would like them because they're basically like based on the same sort of, you know, Metroidvania. You know, the phrase comes from, you know, Metroid's like my favorite video game. Still working on your Batman, Cal? Ah, nice, Hyper Boy. Kidneys are really incredible too, but are a tad tiny. Dude, that's nasty! Rabbit, anything, just like no meat in there. How can you eat that? Favorite Castlevania is Order of Ecclesia. You guys are probably more excited about having the inclusions of Simon and Richter in Smash Brothers than granted, I was like super excited that they both got in. But still, I was like, I don't really play them that much. It's just really ironic that my favorite game franchise is Metroid, and I was just like, Castlevania's cool. I don't know. I even suffered through the original Metroid game and beat it. God, it was so hard. Before I started playing a Castlevania game. That's not right. This needs to come in. Hold on, no, which way's up here? I gotta draw the hand. Okay, no, those are about the same length. I would have been super happy to see Shinoa in Smash, but, well, Richter's cool too. Richter's way more popular in Japan from what I hear. No meat? It's rich. We eat all parts of the rabbit here. Even munched on some bones. In completely unrelated news, I'm actually getting hungry. I think the arm might be too thin. I do draw our arms really thin though, but yeah, I think you might be right. It's the top. Or I might have to draw it starting from out here. I mean, you know what? The elbow I drew lower in the sketch, and that looks correct, so I'm gonna do this. Now it's too fat. It's easier to make something thinner than it is to make it fatter. There, like that. Now I just gotta shave, I think, the inside back here. Sounds like more desert music. And now I'm just kind of erasing randomly. All right, that's not bad. Kim will live with it. I'll just notice the audio and video out of sync. Bop, bop, bop. Looks correct to me. If yours is, you might have to refresh your page. I couldn't tell you what to do. So the brains are a delicacy? Oh, Cameron, don't even humor him. Stop it. Ew. Oh, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Getting that, hold on, hold on. I'm just gonna do this like this. With my own hand. Okay, okay, ugh, it doesn't look great, but it's a starting point. You know, it's actually small enough, I really could get away with not drawing the fingers as, like, you know, I could make it something rougher like that. Ugh. Oh, it was a problem on my part. I've never seen brains being eaten, but hey, I wouldn't complain if I had the opportunity to try it. Ugh. You are just doing this on purpose to me, and I know it. Ugh. Freaking vampire, you. I would have said, what has that bunny done to you, but rabbits over here are such a nuisance. Meat is meat, and that's not meat. That's the thing. That isn't meat. Don't even think it is. Go back to anatomy class if you think that's meat. That's not meat. There's no muscle in it. There's no meat. I agree. Actually, I'd give it a shot. Dude, you'd eat rabbit brains. Like, what's... You know, depends on what you did to it, but... Really depends on what you did to it. It's just the knowledge of what it is. Green olives and whipped cream. Honestly, it's not that bad. That doesn't sound... Oh, like green olives and whipped cream with rabbit brain. Is that what you're talking about? This comes back a little far. Whoa, hold the phone. It didn't. Looks about right. I'm just gonna go with that. It's a small drawing anyway, so. Zombies would wholeheartedly disagree that brains have no meat. They don't, there's no meat in a brain. I mean, you can cook it. That doesn't mean that there's meat in it. There's no meat in spinach, and I just cooked some spinach not too long ago. Eating everything from an animal is so fascinating to me. That's just, no! I mean, it isn't a vegetable either. It has to fit into somewhat. It doesn't mean it's either meat or a vegetable. There's some things that, like, is a rock meat or a vegetable? Clearly, the questions you're posing here are just like, ugh, you're wrong. So wrong. So much wrong. Ate raw lamb hearts one time. Are you okay? Then again, the heart is a muscle. Yes, the heart's a muscle. Do you want to try the heart? Yes, that's a muscle. That's something you can cook. I'm not touching the freaking brain. That's just disgusting. Different. Totally suckered me into agreeing to that, but still. You're talking to a dude who went down south, ate cooked squirrel. Don't have too much preferences. You know, honestly, I know people eat squirrel, and I am so irritated with some of the squirrels around here that, like, mess with stuff in the garden, and they, like, burrow into weird parts of, like, landscaping. I'm like, fine. I'd eat the little bastards. Bring it on. But still. Is this... Oh, Mario and Luigi. No, this is Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and we are way down in the soundtrack right now into Team Aqua, Team Magma uses Orb, is what this one was called. And now we're on Dive. Ooh, the underwater theme? Very nice. Alex language. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Apologies. This is I'm not playing a game or anything with a huge audience. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Sorry. We also eat horse meat over here. It's also quite good. Horses are just over here. I think the reason people don't want them to be eaten is because they're so expensive to, like, get a horse, and then they use them for racing. And some people are like, oh, but they look too cute. You can't eat that. I'm like, wow. Okay. The Dive soundtrack. No, it's the Dive track. How am I gonna do this hand? You know the hardest hands to draw are the hands that you draw with because you can never look at them. Actually, I got a cheat way to do this. I'm just gonna put like a wad of fingers together and then not actually draw the lines for the fingers, but imply where they are. Typically, that's enough. Like that. That's all you need. Now, I'm gonna put like a little more in there, but still. Get it started. If it moves, I eat. That's my philosophy. Bravo. You know, I'm trying to find something that moves that you should not eat. Hold on. Actually, I'm just gonna like maybe leave that there. That's probably all I need. All right. Shiny Bagons. Yeah, Shiny Bagon tomorrow in Pokemon Go. I'm gonna probably go out with a friend of mine I haven't seen in a long time and go for a walk or something. I think horses were cheaper than cars weren't. Now horses are more expensive. Yeah, if it's poisonous, it makes me even willing to try it. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Does that hand look fine? No. Why does it not look fine? It's because of this. For one. Knuckles. Maybe it's because it's small? I think it's small. Made it small. I heard the new Lucky Friends update in Go isn't quite bug-free. What do you mean by that? Everything is wrong with me that makes me unique. You, my friend, live on the edge. Oh, the poison eater. There, I'm gonna grab it like that. Hand might be a tad small. Yeah, it's definitely small. So I'm gonna, upside to working in Photoshop. I'm gonna grab it, make it bigger, and call it a day. Unfortunately, when I do that, the inks get a little blurry, but we will live. It's going to be all right. Make more candies to get stronger. Bareback, I'm gonna make something to eat that isn't horse meat or anything poisonous. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry myself. She hiding a rabbit liver in her palm. You didn't see the ears? She's definitely hiding a rabbit liver in there. Alright, so I think I'm actually done with this panel. Man, that hand still looks a little small. Now that I zoom back more. I wonder if I should make it even bigger. Livers have ears? Oh, she's holding the entire bunny. I don't know. How am I supposed to draw a rabbit liver in someone's hand? I mean, come on, give me a break. So I'll post on Pokemon Forum of a guy who achieved Lucky Friend status, so he did the Lucky trade, and well, nothing happened. The trade Pokemon didn't become lucky as it should have. Whoa. It's some low mine earlier? I don't even know what that is, and I'm worried to know what it is. I'm gonna leave that hand size as it is. Alright, so now I actually have to take this one, because once again, lucky me, I don't have to move it much. Very little changes in the next panel. I forget what this fight's all about. Alright, here you go. There you go, guys! Basically nothing happened. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Those lines are not where I put them up there. Oh, dear. I'm gonna... Oh, shoot. That could be problematic. Yeah, Archie. That could be problematic of where that is. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Hey, I'm a bit curious, what's the temperature there? Right now, this is actually between winter, spring, summer, so it's about to be a little warmer out. But it's not, like, blazing hot yet. I think today is actually, since it rained earlier this morning, it's kind of a cooler day. I'm gonna say, probably about 70 outside. Pretty nice out. One of those days I should be outside. I'm debating moving that line because it's got to be over here, and she's like got to be able to like have her hand near it, and it's not gonna touch it anymore. Maybe it reaches the bottom. No, it doesn't even reach the bottom. This is gonna be interesting. 57 Fahrenheit here. Oh, nice weather. That is good. See, I want days like that. That's that middle area where it's like, yes, very good. Now, hold on. So basically in this one, the only changes are her mouth is shut, and whoa, and his face is gonna change. So I'm gonna erase what I've gotta do first after I merge these two. Whoa, first off, I have to make my, no, hold on, no I don't. Merged, and the name shouldn't be layer 3. Annoying. But it's 11 at night too. Yeah, that's frustrating when it gets super cold. But, what? No, hold on. 11 Celsius or Fahrenheit? Her finger bone looks a little odd. That right there. Well, I was trying to get the rest of the palm showing up, but yeah, it does look a little odd. In Cincinnati, it's currently spring, summer, autumn, winter, all degrees Fahrenheit. No, 11 p.m. Oh, it's 11 p.m. at night. Oh, I see. So that's why it's so cool for you, right? I'm having someone mention something about the... Hold on, nope. I'm just gonna try and fix it now. That's better. Yerf, there we go. Oh, so, Hyperboy, by the way. Oh, man. Creepy's crap music. Hyperboy, by the way, just saying, last night, the book went off for the printers. The comic for our class. Like, yeah. It's finally on its way. I gotta draw it twice, unfortunately, because we caught that after I, did the copy-paste thing, but still. Also, I have to re-copy-paste. That's not a big deal. So anyway, yep. The book's off to the printer. Excited to see when that sucker comes in. They raised the price on us a little bit. It actually cost me a little more to get it done than last time, but still, I think I have 60 copies coming in. 60 total. So, the school's probably gonna get about half of that. And, I'm not sure, like, I want one copy. Just one, at least. I gotta find where mine went. Since the move, everything's been all over the place. But still, we'll figure out how many copies you guys each get. Probably, because I want the school to have a lot this time to really promote this, because now they should be able to pass them out. You guys got so many last time because we obviously ran into problems with that. But I think about 3. Would 3 be cool? Because you guys still have copies from last time, so obviously 10 was too much, but 10 was basically just because of the problem we had. Oh shoot, I forgot to give her a lip last time. You don't have a lip up here. I thought something looked weird. Alright, now your face gets erased. The drought music, ugh, the drought. Like, everything about the drought is just like, ugh. The torrential rain I never thought was that big of a deal. The drought I always thought was like, oh my gosh, it was so weird in that game. Oh, your eyebrows are also gonna move. I think your mouth moves too. Alright. Speaking of school, today was the last day before spring break. Really? You guys have a late spring break. We had an extra long break, and I, might have been on the brink of complete mental collapse. Oh, extra long term, I was gonna say. What? Brink of mental collapse. Oh, I've been on a break too long. You think 3 copies are good? Yeah, I think that's fair, because you got, like, 1 for yourself. You and your family would probably look at that 1. Then you got like another 2 you might want to give out to other people. You probably want to keep 1 yours specifically in a portfolio. Your family might want to keep 1 somewhere else. But still, yeah, I think 3 would work for us. For our needs, at least. Here's your lip. I'm at least gonna give you a lip. Don't give me some lip. Give me some lip. Don't give me no lip. That's it. Don't give me no lip. I'm not totally culturally unsensitized. We've been at it for this term since January 7th, I believe, with only 2 public holidays strewn in. Oh yeah, that's pretty long. But still, they do it differently, like, all around the world when they want to throw their breaks in. And I can never really figure out, like, what's the best time for me to stream and, like, make videos and stuff. Obviously, right now, I'm just streaming because I need to work on this book. This has nothing to do with your convenience. But when it seriously is, and I'm like, alright, what's the best time for me to do, say, Monster Hunter World, for example? I'm like, okay, when should I do this? I want to make sure I'm doing it at the right time, that people are going to be able to watch. School's not a problem, you know? But I can never really tell. This year they made the term extra long. Usually the break is a few weeks beforehand. Yeah, that's, I was gonna say, or actually, I think I did say, it was really strange how long that had been. Are his eyes too far apart? I haven't really moved them this whole time, so I'm gonna go with no. Not sure if I want to draw. Actually, you know, kind of cool with our next page. We're almost done with this one. I was gonna say I might want to switch to a different page after this one, just because of the context. But the next page is actually really different. So, yeah, it's too many lines. No, that does look too far apart. Do you have a Hamtaro game? No, why would I have a Hamtaro game? The Hamtaro stuff only sprung up recently. No one, seriously, no one ever called me Hamtaro. That's a little better. It needed to be closer to his face. Or his other eye, I'm sorry. I don't know why. His face. Put your eye closer to your face. Close to Ground and Kyogre's theme. We are. Got seriously burnt out by the end. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine you getting burnt out from that. I think I've got to copy just this side here. Oh, hey there. Oh, I'm gonna try and say this right. Yishai Galatzer? I think I've said your name before. Might have been on here before. Oh, this was their remade theme. Trumpet alert. I always preferred the original. This was one of them, like, it's good, but it's not spectacular. Alright, here we go. I got a problem now. This last one, I didn't realize I'd have to have anyone interact with that thing. I just kind of drew it back there at a random height. Obviously, someone remind me, get rid of the bisected hand. Also gotta finish drawing the rest of him here. Calling you that in class? Yishai Galatzer? What are you calling me? Just got to a point where he notes I'd be reading would feel like I'm reading a blank sheet of paper because nothing would stick in my head. Oh, yeah. I've had that point happen too. It is not good. You need some sleep and food when that happens to you. Wait, Hyper's your student? Yeah. Hyper's actually in my class right now. He's actually a regular. I've taught it twice now, and he's been in both classes. I don't know, is there somewhere that, Hyper, is there somewhere they can see your stuff? That'd be kind of neat. Hamtaro. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I didn't even say it was alright for them to say that. For they to say that. Yeah. Good God. I know how to English. Can't wait for this one to come out. This one? This one what? This remake uses both the remade and the original music in it. That's primal reversion. Ah, okay, all right, because it was a primal right, good point. Yeah, I totally forgot about the primal reversion thing. Yeah, hardcore gimmick alert, but still. It was a thing that happened, and we got to accept it because it won't go away. I was kind of hoping it would go away. It's still not going away. Instagram under the same name. I don't have an Instagram. Better not be telling me that you are gonna create one. Better not. Called Hamtaro. There's gotta be someone out there with the name Hamtaro. It was a TV show. No way that. Please don't let that happen to me. Amy, teach me please in the ways of art. Oh, that's why you're like, I am envious. Oh, so oh, just ask Hyperboy what kind of a teacher I am. He'd probably tell you all about how much of exactly what you're expecting. I'm a weird person. An anime, teach me. You didn't even spell it right. Sampy. I'll pronounce it incorrectly because it was spelled like that. Mr. Sampy. Hamster Sampy. Hamster Senpai, here, assist me, please. Sampy. Sampy. Hamster Sampy. It's like a shrimp scampi, but it's hamster scampi. Hamster scampi. Alright, I think I screwed the face up. Saying Instagram is where you can find me. He's a good teacher. Dow! I wasn't asking you to suck up. I was asking you to insult me live on my channel, but you can do whatever you want. So can they find your Instagram that way? Actually, I haven't even seen your Instagram. This face is gonna completely change. In fact, I'm gonna move where the, all of it, honestly, because he's looking down a little bit more now. I'm also gonna change the hair a bit, just so that it looks like he has looked down some more. I don't know why I'd imagine that you, the kind of teacher that randomly walks into class holding a Milani? And a badly drawn smiley face on it. Melon! Oh, jeez. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be surprised if I did that. Just saying. He would do that, yeah. See, they... ask questions and I'll show you how to do stuff in Photoshop. That's why I decided to stream this, because I was like, you know, some people want to learn how to do this anyway. Just at the expense of all the people who've paid thousands of dollars at the colleges that I'll teach at. Hopefully just one soon. I'm really hoping to get a full-time gig at the one that I'm actually teaching at Hyperboys. Really hoping that they'll hire me in full-time because they're changing up their curriculum and hopefully it includes me in there somewhere. We'll see. I hope it does. Because I need that full-time, man, because otherwise it's not going so good. How do you pirate Photoshop? You buy it. Don't do that. Adobe, don't play around. They gon' kill you. What subject are you going to teach? Oh, I do all sorts of art stuff, if you couldn't get that down. But actually, the class I'm doing there right now is on comics. What the heck is this? It sounds familiar, but I don't remember it. Oh, I erased everything but the eyebrows, my bad. I apologize to myself. Did you hear that? I'd imagine you saying his name is Richmond, and you set him on your desk, and you just begin your lesson as if nothing happens. What did I do? I think my last one I did with them in comics, I sat in one of the seats and tried to see how long on the first day, like, I could get away with pretending that I was one of the students. I can't really do that anymore. Kinda can. But yeah, I would probably just walk up with a melon with a smiley face on it. His name is Richmond. Thunk. And just move on. I like messing with people like that. At the same time, I think our first class this time, there were many yaoi jokes that did not need to be made. Only some of them were from me. Also, I believe the phrase, or the one thing that my students did learn in the last class was, quote, "Don't touch a man's nipple." Hyperboy can attest to that one. He tried and got away with it for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I did! It worked a lot better in another class I did. I stayed in there for like 15 minutes. Geez, when you openly ask someone how to pirate something, it's nothing sacred anymore. Teachers with a sense of, humans are a treasure, must be kept safe. I don't understand what humans are. I'm trying to learn what humans are, that's why I'm a teacher. I teach them to do strange trade-like things, so I learn how the human works. Is Miss Pie here? First name Sam? Sam Pie. Crazy crap, you just move here! Just move here! I can attest to that. Yes, the nipple thing happened. This sounds like endgame music. Oh no, this is flying in the sky, isn't it? I think this is when you're flying. More face fuzz. Dang it, when I get sleepy I start to lose the ability to spell the correct word I'm trying to say. Makes it pretty obvious when you're pulling an essay out of your butt then, doesn't it? I could tell. I could tell you were pulling an essay out of your butt. Hold on, actually, trying to figure out the best place to position the eyes here, because you always gotta like exaggerate how far they're looking in one direction so that when you zoom back it looks like they're actually just casually looking the way that you wanted them to look. Did that make any sense at all? I don't know, but I do that. I'll, like, have them look way farther, like, painfully far down, so that you can tell that someone's, like, casually looking down, because normally, like, the eyelids will overlap it, but you want them to open their eyes more so you can see eyes better. I know from experience that touching a man's nipple, that was one of those moments you question yourself in many, many ways. You just don't touch a man's nipple. You just don't do that. I'm gonna say teachers with a sense of humor. Oh! I gotcha. That totally changed everything. Bright light Leafeons. Oh my god, Alex, what's up? It's been like forever since I've been able to see anything by you. What's wrong with you then? I've been on here a lot, but still, yeah, what's been going on? I haven't talked to you in a while. Do any your students know your YouTube channel? You're talking to one who is in my class right now. Whoa, Photoshop, what the heck? So yes, I think they all know. It was YouTube! YouTube's fault. YouTube, like, unsubscribes people, and they, like, totally forget, like, what was the name of that channel? Dang it, I forget. I've had it happen. Like, to me. Not even just, like, people looking for me. That's amazing. Mo's Tavern. Speaking of Mo. Yeah, me, Crazy Crafter. Yeah, right. All I know is make lines for hair and make lines to separate sleeves for the shirts. Mo's Tavern. Speaking with Mo. Mo speaking, you're still continuing this thing. Also been meaning to ask you since I started watching the stream, do you like Assassin's Creed? I never, okay, it's one of those series where I never played it myself. I was never really into the genre when it was coming out and when it was kind of big. And even then, people who were playing it were telling me, don't bother, the game's not great, or this one's not very good. And then, like, it progressively got worse and worse from there. They would always say, like, oh, the last one was better than this one, and the last one's not even that great. And I always looked at them like, they don't look that terrible, but I know from experience when people are already warning you about nothing but complaints, don't get into it. I got into stuff, there was too many other games I wanted to play at the time. Like, Metal Gear Solid. So much better. Yes, I think we've all heard the Mike Roch joke. I've missed your content and you so much. I've missed you too. Where have you been? My life's been a gaping hole of misery since you've been gone. Who are you? It's been... I'm a jerk. Oh, gosh, what was this one? This is like all it is, me listening to a soundtrack. It's like, what was this track? I don't remember this. This sure sounds familiar to me. It's not that games are bad, but people started to appreciate the value of the game after the new ones come out. It's a terrible community, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, think of the kind of people who would want to pick up a game like that to begin with. You know, it could already start becoming problematic. I'm gonna open this up so we can see more color instead of my black ink. So when Kim colors it, it looks a lot better. Okay, that's looking fine. I'm going to move back. I think we're good here. His hand's fine. All right, now I just gotta draw her back there. Hey, that's the end of the page, guys. That's the end of the page. I'm almost done with the page. You actually don't remember his names. I freaking knew it. I was gonna say, I know your icon, but I'm not gonna say it because I've called people when they change their names like, oh, you remember me? I changed my name. And I'm like, what do I have to go on? It's not like you're standing in front of me. And I'm like, yeah. And even in real life, I forget people's names like that really badly. Oh my gosh. How am I going to do that panel back there? Or not a panel, but still. I personally like this series. I just got Assassin's Creed Origins for a good price. I'm enjoying it. Cool. I mean, if you can enjoy the game, then you might as well, you know, don't play it for what other people have to say about it. All right, lines, guys, lines. It's too late for me to move all these now that I need someone to interact with it. Actually, let's change to where the old one started. I feel like my name's pretty easy to remember. I'm pretty sure your name screams, remember me. But as soon as you change it, I'm gonna be like, oh no. What happened to stupid Greninja must die? I made it kind of thick back there, but still. I actually don't remember. It seems like the guy who sent Pokemon Pearl. Yes, I know. Like I said, I know people. Like, I don't have faces to work from. I have pictures, and I know like that Suicune with the background. Like, I knew who you were, but I didn't want to like say it because anybody could have a picture of a Suicune. Oh, so just questioning, are you still doing a pizza meetup in Ohio? I totally want to. I'm so hungry right now. I want pizza right now. Who's up for it right now? Can anyone drive here and get pizza with me? If someone says yes, and even if it's one person, I will go meet you right now and go get pizza. Just saying. I am hungry. Want some pizza. Even if you gotta drive like an hour, and I'll be like, fine, I'm gonna wait. Get some pizza. I have to change my YouTube name because I can't really handle the cringe that a 10-year-old boy thought it was a good YouTube name back anymore. There's much worse. There's much worse. Don't worry about it. There's no, like, underscore XX on the sides of it or anything. I think you're good. Yes, Pokemon League Victory Road. The only reason I haven't changed my YouTube name is that they actually... you remember who I am and don't forget me. Yeah, because, otherwise, I mean, it's the only person I speak to, right? Depends on the time when I'm off work. Hyperboy, hey, you'd totally go get pizza? Actually, that'd be fun. I'd totally do that, man. But still, I'm hungry now. And, though, oh man, it's already 5 here. Man, how long have I been streaming? Oh my gosh, like 3.5 hours? This page has been taking me too long. I could probably do the next page faster too, because it's mostly just clouds and a moon. The next page should be a lot easier. Let's undo that. There we go. Got the line I wanted. Good, but I'm not up for a 2 or 3 hour drive. Sad part is I get in my car in September, aka when my school year's already started, but at least it'd be 16. Oh, you get your car right. Next is Wally. This might be Wally's interaction with you, but it's just not the Wally battle. Hamster, how's the job search going? You know, honestly, right now, my big thing is I'm trying to get a proposal working for this comic. And, the proposal document is really coming along. Also, I'm really hoping to get a full-time job teaching. So, hopefully that works out. Wait, you get to drive at 16 in the land of America? I believe 16, yeah, is the magic number. And then you can't, drink till you're 21, which, I'm 27. I still haven't, I still don't drink at all. Oh gosh, this is gonna look weird. We have to start at 18 here. That's not that big of a deal. But we drink at 17, oh my gosh! That's weird. I gotta say, that one's weird. This can't possibly be Wally's theme. It sounds way too strange. What the heck is this? Okay, I don't know who this is. I'm checking. I'm peeking. Final Battle Wally. Really? Doesn't sound like Wally's at all. If it was a remix from the original, I don't remember it because, I mean, you only fight him that one time. Gotta say, oh yeah, I remember, like, I was making fun of it when I was playing it with Kim. I said, they made the Wally fight way too hardcore, and, like, it looked awesome. The problem was I was like, Wally's not this cool. Stop trying to make Wally cool. Gonna try and make this smaller hand. Could, like, even try and get a bit of a thumb out there, but it doesn't even look right. I'm not gonna force it. The thumb would actually be here, so it shouldn't be there at all. And oh man, it's getting worse. It's getting weirder. It's getting weirder. It looks like a freaking foot! It's like I drew a foot. And then the Elite Four battle. How do fight him again in the US? He just kind of shows up randomly in the Elite Four. I loved this theme. Oh my god, Alex, Metroid Prime Trilogy is coming to Switch. Are you gonna get it? They announced that finally, or I mean, I've played the heck out of Metroid Prime. Prime 2 is not a great game. It's good, but there's some problems with it, and it hurts me. How small is that? I just want to see how small it is. Okay, I can kind of accept that being a hand, but I'm gonna change the shape of it. To make it more hand-shaped. Like that. I feel like the Wally theme was a tad misplaced due to how hard I was wiping the floor with him. Yeah, exactly. He's hard in the original game. He is a joke. Everything's a joke in the Omega games, though. It's so easy. Putting Mega plays again against his Mega Gallon. As expected, it was pretty climactic, despite that I one-shot it. Might just shorten my YouTube name to Blaze, because fire's cool. I would get over that very slowly. Very slowly. Be like, hey Blaze, who are you? I haven't talked with you before. Who is this new person of which I have not seen in my life? Yep, 7.8, too much water. Just too much water. It's just unplayable. Oh my god, IGN. And people wonder why nobody, like, takes their reviews seriously anymore. Or, I guess IGN wonders why nobody takes their reviews seriously. That was, like, that in the Imagine Party Babies meme. Have you seen that one? Like, all games that IGN considers worse than Imagine Party Babies? Like, Luigi's Mansion is apparently worse than Imagine Party Babies. They would rather you play Imagine Party Babies. Better game. The GameCube as a whole, as a console, they rate it lower than Imagine Party Babies. You ever heard of this thing? Plus Blaze was the name my OG hunter from Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate or Freedom Unite. Why did I say 4 Ultimate? You wouldn't spell it like that. Every hunter since then. It's funny, you trying to figure out who I was after I changed my name from Batjo76. Yeah, well, I could kind of see the picture, so I kind of recognized it from there, but still, yikes. What is this music now? What the heck are we listening to? Oh no, this is, like your champion fight, I think? Or like before you get into it. Yeah, that was before you got into it. This is Steven. Yeah, and I was gonna say get ready for a whooping, but they even made him a joke. This Mega Metagross was the only thing that was like, wow, that took more than one hit. The game was way too easy. I knew IGN wasn't legit anymore when they said Sonic 06 was good. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, they did? Nintendo banned my character from Smash Ultimate Online? Wait, a character got banned from online? Who got banned online? That is sad. I didn't know anybody had been banned. They gotta update them and they're probably gonna get updated to where anyone can play them. But I didn't know anyone got changed. To where you weren't allowed to play them at all. That's just busted. Alex, I drew an amazing Roselia drawing today. I want to show it to you, but I don't know how. How do I? You use Twitter. That's typically how people send me photos. Don't do it with a private message thing. I'd rather other people get a chance to see it. You know, like, send it, in a way where you're like, at HamsterBomb. Is it just at Hamster? Is that my... No, I was trying to get that handle, and, like, someone will not let go of it. Like, this account that's not been used in like a decade. Okay, not that long. Still very long time, though. Alright, let's close that sleeve. And, oh no, the other hand foreshadowed, shortened in the background. Roselia, the super awesome, amazing galaxy girl. That sounds a little exaggerated. I don't even know if I'm gonna like freehand a Roselia right now. Too many lines. I'm not gonna try it. I've been like randomly drawing stuff you guys asked me to do, but that's a little much. I'm trying to get just a good. Nah, I wasn't even really going for a fist, honestly. Yeah, might just have to deal with it. Rosalina! Oh my gosh! I'm so dyslexic. Oh, good lord. Not Roselia. Rosalina. I am just struggling. Life is hard. Here's what Rosalina looks like. You draw a really big dress and huge mage-like droopy sleeves, and then like a hand holding like a magical wand, and then a long beard because it's a typical wizard. And then he's got a wizard hat. Here he is, Wizard Man. She's checking out Wizard Man up there. And that's Wizard Man. That's how you draw Rosalina. Just in case you weren't sure. I want to make sure that you got it right. I'm always looking out for you, you know? Random is my favorite character. So, that's why you're favorite YouTube. Because I know how to draw a wizard. More like Merlin. Well, fine. I'm going to draw what, let me see. Oh yes, Rosalina, the greatest Middle Earth. Here, a better Rosalina. You draw the silly little cape shape, and then you put the flowers on the end. Here we go, and then the face, the beard, and the spiky hat with the little poofy up top, because it's his birthday today. See, he's got all like circles all over because it's a circle wizard. Or he's a cheerleader wizard. Go, go! I think he's actually just a cheerleader wizard. Dang, that Saswalk is the next level. Oh, you mean my my cheerleader wizard? You know, he actually does need some feet. He's the best. Hall of Fame. Thought there were nipples? Oh no, here, just let's get rid of them then. Just no. We don't need that. Here, how about this? It's a female. Oh, yuck. So gross. They're way down there. Yep, sorry, you asked for it. Now it's a woman. Here's her lady hair. That looks like a freaky clown. I do not want anywhere near that. You should leave the wizard in there so Kim goes to color the page to be confused. No. No. Gandalf got bored being a wizard, became a cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys. Playing classic mode, who should you use? Honestly, I feel like the classic mode for Piranha Plant is like a really cool idea, and it's way too dang hard. Because I wish that some of the characters that I liked, it was easier to get a better score. Some characters, it's just easy to get a really high score in classic mode because their classics are just like simple. But good God, the Piranha Plant one is nasty. You've played so many things. Yeah, I prefer the GBA for almost all the tracks here. So that leg was kind of in the wrong spot. So this is right. This really should be, if you were lining it up, it should come from here. There we go. And just a problem for Kim for later with the drawing. Gotta make sure I can't touch the, this, because that's not actually the edge. Okay, now, butt pockets. Butt pockets are a thing. Also, she supposedly has a side pocket, though she doesn't use it. Gotta get this purse thing shape in there. Some line. There's always like a line that goes up in the back. And I'll probably do a line for belt loops. Alright, I think I'm done. It just looks really weird now because this line was supposed to be down here, and with the sketch off, it looks like, what the heck is she doing? Oh, I forgot to draw her face. I was like, something's wrong there. Her head's supposed to go here. There we go. Okay, I think I can just, like, save and say this page can go home. Like Jigglypuff in the match where you fight 4 characters, you use rest to kill all 4 of them at, like, 8.3? Wow. Honestly, man, I don't even know at this point. Wait. Oh, you changed your name! My name's so short, I feel like I got a haircut. Hey, it's that time of the good old days, time for existential crisis, of course. Then when you draw Rosalina, you put Luigi next to her, and then you put Peach next to her, and you realize she's, tall Luigi might be her father? Wait, what? Rosalina put Luigi next to her, and then put Peach next to her, and you realize she's tall that Luigi might be... If you say so. Alex, being honest, even though it's been about 4 months, I feel like in 30 minutes I've connected you as more of a friend of anybody in a long time. Thanks for being amazing. James! You gotta change your name, I'm losing it here. Thank you. But, show up more often! We're actually, I think we got more, I know it was a YouTube thing, I'm messing with you. But, I feel like we gotta do, gosh, I've been doing so many streams lately. Monster Hunter World I've been streaming this month because I paid for a subscription for a monthly thing for PS Plus. Also, MMZR, a new series, and of course I'm always streaming Q-Charm. I'll keep the icon the same for now. Honestly, Blaze, I can't even see your icon. And see, there I went, already. You're gonna be fine. Actually, that's a good way to nickname you anyway. I literally got 121,000 with Wolf just by using side B to fall off the edge at the start of the match. I went back as all my characters and made sure that I got a score at least over 1 million and tried to get them to 9.9. My total score for all players is like 102 million right now. I don't know their specifics. I can probably go back and show you guys later. She does awkwardly float, but she doesn't float that much higher out of her dress. Will you be streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure because tomorrow's the Pokemon Community Day. I kind of want to run to the bathroom really quick before I start this next page, so I can kind of like leave this one up that we finished. Oh yeah, with the sketches off, I don't see like where the bubbles were. I'm gonna make sure. Oh yeah, there's only 3 lines on this page. Right, this is an easy one. I'm gonna change my name back to whenever it was, because I don't remember. Oh, to whatever it was, because I don't remember. Bright Light Leafeons is just like, it does not roll off the tongue, honestly, and it's really hard for me to say it. I thought you said I miss ham sandwiches. Hammy sandwiches. Hammy stream Saturday so much. I want to, but it's a Pokemon Community Day weekend, so I'm not really sure. But granted, they moved it to later in the day. Q-Charm game on Sunday? Oh, the episodes go up on Sundays. I don't know if I'm gonna stream that, though. I've only been streaming this and Monster Hunter during this time that I got this PS Plus, because I'm not gonna have it forever. I'm gonna get the episodes up while I can. So I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick, and then we're gonna start on this page. I think I can do this before I have to end this stream, and I get too freaking starving. Honestly, I should just feed myself. I think I'm just gonna get off for a bit. I may come back on later, I'm not sure, but I want to go get some food. I might come back on so we can keep on drawing, because I got a lot more. I've got many more pages to do. And honestly, I wanted to do this one today. I liked this page. This one's also going to be a fun one, too. I think I just did this one as well. Yeah, I just did this one this morning. So I kind of want to jump ahead. So yeah, give me like, about 25 minutes or so, and I'm gonna be back online again. Yeah, 'cause it's only 5:30, so I got time. Yeah, no worries, we'll be looking forward to the next one nonetheless. Yeah, I did it. Ah, James Plays for Shine, there we go. I go to the bathroom as well then by Hamster. Synchronized bathroom breaks. Alright, excellent, so. I'm gonna make concept art of the bathroom breaks. Of something, I'm not sure of what. But anyway, that's all the time I have for this stream right now. I'm going to be back on, like I said, in about 25 minutes or so. I got to get off, deal with bodily issues of the bathroom and the eating variety. So I'm going to do those things. So anyway, if you guys can't join me in about 25-30 minutes or so, I'm going to at least thank you guys for joining me now. So that's thanks to Billistina, Blaze, James Plays for Shiny. Thanks for changing your names, guys. Yashai Galatzer, and Cameron French, Super Greninja. I'm not thanking my students. Why are you watching me? No, seriously, I don't know. Only like 12 people here anyway. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'm playing a video game or anything right now where, you know, I can actually intentionally try and get people here. I'm literally just here just to talk with you guys because, otherwise I'd be doing this by myself and that's boring. Gotta do with people around. Maybe it's because I'm drinking too much water. Another reason I gotta get going. Regardless, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get going so we can get back to drawing some more. So I'm gonna see you guys in about 20-30 minutes or so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you all in the next stream. Boop. Clicking a button and stuff. Boop.